Hello, chat. Hello. Hello. Hope you all had a good day as always. Welcome to the stream, everybody. And I know this is a highly anticipated one for sure. And I'm very, very excited. I'm trying to crop the game right now on my screen to make sure that the ratio doesn't look weird. Because the ratio is a bit different from Unstar, so I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see everything, so give me a second. I can tell a lot of people have been waiting for this stream, and I'm personally very excited to play this for... I'm very excited. Plus the game audio is another thing I'll probably have to sort out, but that's only after you guys can see the stream, so I shouldn't worry about it right now, probably. Maybe not. Okay. Hello, Kino and Yonchi. I'm gonna... Okay. Alright guys, tell me if you can hear the game audio and if it's too loud or too soft. And I'll click on Riddle a few times for him to talk so you guys can hear the voice volumes of the characters too. And make sure it's not louder than mine. Because the main thing is it should be quieter than my voice. So I have to make sure that it's a good... Hi Bedba, hello! We have to make sure that the audio is good. It's a bit quiet? Okay, let me try to fix it somewhere. Is it better? In order to make sure, I'm not gonna adjust my mic audio, I'm just gonna adjust the audio of the game. Is it better?
絵の題材となった伝承を知りたい。勉強熱心だね。よろしい。僕が詳しく解説してあげよう。絵の題材となった伝承を知りたい。勉強熱心だね。よろしい。僕が詳しく解説してあげよう。
You think it's okay? I mean, it really depends on like everything, so... I don't want to make the game too loud for me, so I will probably have to adjust the stream noise, but... I think this should be alright.
シルバーが茨の魔女の部下たちの武器を見て、どんな武芸を収めているか予測していた。僕にはない観点だ。
I have to make sure that it's lower than my voice. I think that's the main difference. Does it sound okay? Is it loud enough? Hopefully. If anything, I can make my voice a bit louder, but I don't think I should make it too loud because later my mic cannot pick up my voice if the setting is too high. So I think it should be fine. So long as my voice is louder than his, but you can still hear his voice when I'm not talking. Any issues, just let me know, okay? So, for those of you who have not played the game before, I mean, this is the game itself, of course. Then... what do I show you first? Okay, stories is where you basically read the plotline for this game. Each dorm has their own story. And then there is chapters where you need to battle. So you need to, so these icon with the wands, you need to battle. And you use the cards that you raise to battle different people, like other students or the overblock monsters and stuff. Then the normal ones are just reading their dialogue, and this music one is the rhythm game feature. There's a lot of reading involved in Twisted Wonderland. The story is really good though. Then this is the individual character stories that you unlock from the different cards that you gacha for and stuff. I think chats are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, every character is available. Like, every main character is available for these. And event flashbacks is like, events you just happen to miss, you can come back here to see them. That's the main thing you do in this game. Then the current event would be displayed right here, which is this Halloween one. I didn't bother to do it that much because I was busy for one, farming for Hiyori in N-Stars, but also because I'm not a big fan of Halloween, like, as a whole, so I'm not into like all the spooky stuff. I don't know. Like, I didn't roll for anyone in this Halloween event. The Nightmare Before Christmas event.
かなり意外だ。
今こそ鍛え上げた筋肉を見せる時。
This exam is to basically test how good your cards are. So, like, when you have certain cards of a certain element raised, you want to test them out, you do it when these exams are out. So because these exams are specifically created to test how good your cards are of a certain element. Bloop, 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 bloop. Hi, Nova! So, right now is Fire and Flora event. So, it works like Pokemon, where there is a total of, I think, 4 elements in this game. Yes, there's 4 elements in this game. There is... You guys can see my cards here. You can see the elements right here. So, each card has 2 elements, so... And the third one is the 2 elements and like a third... But 3 different spells. But the third spell is only unlocked if you get enough copies of them. But there's 4 elements in this game. There is, I think from the icons you can tell, the green is Flora, the red is Fire, and the blue is Water, of course. The gray is this thing called Cosmic, which is basically light and dark, I guess. But they're categorized under the same thing. So it's like the neutral element. But just like in Pokemon, it goes into the triangle where it's like, you know, water defeats fire, fire defeats flora, flora defeats water, something like that. So that's what you need to do when you bring in cards to what do you call it? That's what you do when you bring in cards to battle. Pretty Lilia card, yeah! I'm currently, after I pull for the twins, I'm only gonna be pulling for one of the twins because I don't have enough rolls for both of them, unfortunately. But after that, I'll be saving for Lilia's Platinum Jacket card. That's the next card I want. But these are my high rarity cards. I think you guys can tell. I mean, for those of you who haven't played this game, the silver borders are 4 stars, which is called SRs in this game. Then the gold borders are SSR, which is 5 stars. Then the browns, which is down here, is R cards, or 3 stars. Equivalent in Ensemble Star language. If you're wondering about this one, this black border. It is a SSR, but the difference is I got max copies of him. These purple dots are the amount of copies you can get of a character, and if it's all purple, you maxed it out. And that's what the black border means. But yeah. I don't have a very, like, I think I have a good selection. Not a single ace. I'm so sorry, Kino. I am not a fan of ace. I'm not a very big fan of ace. And I am... I think it's been like 3 years, maybe, since I spent money on this game, so I'm relatively F2P now, so all my rolls are from birthdays that I saved. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of ace. I'm so sorry. And normally, if I need an ace card, I'll just borrow from one of my friends in battles, so I don't think I need to... I don't know, like, I've never had the urge to pull for ace. Apologies. But he's just not one of my favorites. But right now is the... I already got the free rolls from Jade and Floyd. Their birthday was on November 5th, but I wasn't streaming then, so... They have their... The bloom one is last year. You never even spend at this game after 70 pulls on 2 different floors. Thought it was not worth it for now. The pity in this game is crazy. I mean the okay, the way that, okay, for the people who are wondering what is the pity in this game, basically, for the birthday banners, okay, you guys can see down here it says featured. Featured means the limited 5-star, limited SSR, which is, you know, the birthday boys. Normally is 200 to get the featured 5-star. Only for birthdays, as far as I can tell, only birthdays feature 100 pulls for the limited 5-star, or like a few events, but normally it's 200 pulls for a featured 5-star. And so every 100 pulls you're guaranteed a SSR, but unless it's disclosed like this is how you figure out whether or not the 100 pull, when you reach 100 pull, is it guaranteed the limited SSR or the standard SSRs? This is how you tell. When it's at what number it's at featured. Normally it's 200, but for the birthday banners, it's always 100. Here's the current... So you guys can see here? Like this event right now? 100 pulls is a SSR. It could be the limited SSR, which is this Sebek card right here. But it could also be a standard card, which is the dorm cards. But if it's featured, that means it's guaranteed the limited SSR card, which is this card right here. And this card is the 4-star, the SR. Then of course, and then before you pull, you can always check information about the cards, like what elements they are and stuff. And the SSRs is also important to check who they dual magic with, because it helps with your team. Because if you put them on the same team as the person allocated for the specific card, you get 1 extra blast from their moves, which I'll show it off later. And then this is the standard banner. Here's the drop rate. And then these are like the percentages, but this is just to show like the icons of like the standard 5-stars. Is it 50-50? I don't know, but Like, is it 50-50 to get for every 100 pools to get standard or limited? I'm not too sure what the percentage is for that. I mean, we can take a look, but it's been so long since I have checked the drop rates for this game that I don't even know anymore. You barely get any gems at the end of the game. Yeah, that's why doing weekly missions is very important for Twisted Wonderland. You have to do your weeklies because you get 10 pool every month for 250 diamonds, which is 50 diamonds less than a normal 10 pool, because a normal 10 pool costs 300 diamonds, I'm pretty sure. So, and I like this feature where you have single pools and you can combine your single pools into a 10 pool. I really like this feature. I've been doing it for ever since. I've been combining my keys since it came out, so since this feature came out. So you generally don't remember either, you just pray you're gonna get it at a point. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now for the guest room, this is very similar to the office feature in Nintendo Stars. Silver. So basically, you can invite one of your cards into your guest room, and this is how you level up their friendship meter. And your friendship meter, the higher it is, you can level them up more. So it's like, how do I showcase that? Okay, I think I know. This one? Yes. So you can see for this platinum jacket riddle, there's only one purple dot, meaning I only got one extra copy of him. So, but it says +3. This +3 is equivalent to his friendship points in the guest room, because every time you get an extra copy, you can only level them up 5 levels higher. So normally, without any extra copies, the 5-star maximum level is 80. One extra copy is extra, and it's an extra 5 levels. So in order to level them up even higher, you would need to raise up their friendship points in your guest room. But the friendship points is card specific, not character specific, so yeah, you have to look at which card you want to level, because you can tell by my 3 riddle cards right here, it's not shared. One is 8, one is 2, and one is 15, so yeah. Who should I invite this time? This one's closer. This music that's playing in my guest room is not the default music. This is a special speaker I had, like the special music that I obtained. And this music that you guys are hearing is the opening for the game. It's the opening for the franchise itself, and it's the song that was playing through one of the chapters, I'm pretty sure. This music sends me back 5 years. I'll showcase the battle modes now. So unlike in Unstar's office where you do like work. Hi Seba, hello. I don't get your Hota reference, but okay. 5 years ago when Twist just came out. Really? 5 years ago is JP released or English? I don't even remember anymore. I don't remember anything like... You came to watch me gacha for handsome man. I'm still manifesting. Give me a second. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna showcase something. But basically, in this area here is you battle. So let me just pick this one so that I can pick whoever I want. So this thing up here shows what elements the enemies would be. So in this case, I have to bring in flora cards and water cards that will defeat the enemy's fire and water types. Boy. Let's go, like, have my go-to, but I'll pick Cater this time. Then you can, if you have enough you can borrow your friend's cards and, like, do stuff. Like, change spells and stuff. It's pretty cool. Then, the cards have different features. Like, some cards can like remove your like debuffs and stuff, and some cards can debuff enemies, some cards can heal you. So it's a good thing. It's like, I would say it's like not say it's like super important, but it's beneficial if you read it. Huh. I'll do this. Now I can either use 1 or 5, but I'll just use 1 so that I can show more things and stuff. You borrow level 1 Leona for 5 years already, LMAO. The Madam Herta was an automated program in the robot Herta that praises Herta when the Herta appears. LMAO. But why did you say in my chat of all places, Seba? This is not even a Star Rail stream. Okay. And this will tell you, so this is the battle mode, of course, and then the left side of the screen here shows which elements are being used by the enemy. They always show you one, the other one you have to guess, but they will show you like what are the chances of a certain element it is. So it's like more than likely chance that you would choose an element that's more powerful anyway. But I will just show it. And depending on like the outfit that you give them, they'll... You can tell that the animation is slightly different for the different type of cards, especially if the cards are birthday cards, because like you can tell this card that I'm borrowing from my friend here is a birthday card, and he is riding a broomstick. And this riddle card I have is the platinum jacket card, so he's holding the Mickey wand. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, just to show. Bye, Nova. You must praise Metal Herta high on Star Rail. You're not keeping the stream on topic, Seba, but it's okay. But this is the dual magic part, where you can tell on the icons, some of the icons have another character's face on the left side, and it shows which character you need to pair up with them in order to make them do bigger damage. So for example, okay, I'm hoping that they pick water, but I'm not too sure. If I pick this one and I pick this character that he pairs with, he will do 3 blasts instead of 2. And they'll have this dialogue. So they actually like interact with each other, which is adorable. I really like it. And that's what dual magic means. So, but you have to put them together. They cannot just be on the team of 5. You have to use their moves together. So just to show it one more time, because these two pair together again, like
レオナ、足手まといはいらないわよ。
誰に言ってんだ。
見かけ倒しじゃない。待ったなしだ。
You can only do Star, lol.
やる
Yeah!
レベル上げが足りてないっすわ。
Y'all are placing your bets on who's my favorite. You always use Leona and Bill duo. They just pick her so funny. Yeah. Let's try this one. This one is okay. I have Kalim, so let's use Kalim. And I do have Jamil, so we'll use him too. Oh, by the way, if this I can only select his cards here because this battle requires me to use his character. So yeah, that's why. Then of course I can change out people who I think this should be alright. No, but I would rather use... No, but that is level 5, so I'm gonna use this. You love it! Yeah, I do too! Okay.
なめんじゃねえ。
心配するな。すべて今。
Unlike the previous battle, I don't know if the previous battle I had infinite, but there's an infinity sign up here, meaning the battle will go on until one of the two sides die. So normally it's 5 because normally battles last 5 turns, but some battles don't, so...
あるね。
Oh yeah, you guys can see like there's like 2 gray arrows on this icon right here, so it's letting me know that
いいんじゃない。
like my cards are not I shouldn't be using that move.
なんだぞ。手ごた
逃げ切れるとで。
もっとだ。
It's not that important, but the gray icons on my characters, like by my character's feet, you guys can see like the buffs and debuffs they get. So like the pinks basically mean health boost. The gold is I think it's attack boost if I'm not wrong. Is it? Yes, it's power boost. Then the gray, which is the same icon but different color, is power drain. So it's basically a debuff. So and you can tell from this card right here, this Lilia card over here, he's holding a pie because he actually throws it as his weapon because it's his birthday card. But let's see.
気楽にな。
It is possible to do 2 duo moves at the same time, so I'll do Kalim and Jamil. And this is how they duo together.
よし、ジャミル。
So
俺に
it's
任せとけ。
six strikes of
先走るんじゃ
attack.
ない。
任せてくれよ。
It's 6 strikes of attack
怪
altogether.
我するなよ、カリム。俺が先に行く。
頼りにしてるぜ、ジャミル。
俺の思い知れ。
I'll try my best not to. Oh gosh, they are healing. I'll try my best not to skip the dialogue because the dialogue is just that nice to listen to. But sometimes, the moment I tap the screen by accident, the dialogue will go away. So hopefully I don't do that too
それで
often.
行くか。あるね。
But that's just the gist of battles for this
お
game.
助けするよ。
Imagine if we actually had to think about all those buffs in HSR and every other game because in 5 years I never really care as long as I have lots of them in dual perks. That's the thing, it's like as long as you... that's the thing I realized, is like as long as you have enough body magic and enough of the...
面白い。承知した。
and you have enough of
じゃ。
not just the dual magic but the body boost as well. Because... the way you level up body
俺の勝
points,
ち。
as long as you have enough of those
Oi.
and you put the
大丈夫か？
corresponding characters together, I think it should be good enough. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But yeah. Let me go ahead and do one more. I wonder if I can do 5 at Like, I'll just do this. Okay. So I need Cater and Idia for this one. So let's see. I have to star that tray card. I don't have any good tray cards, so I have good cards for both of them, so I don't think I need to borrow any of my friends. I'll just borrow someone that I like. It's pretty easy to tell what is a dorm card and what isn't, but basically dorm cards is them wearing their dorm uniforms. Oh, quite self-explanatory. But the animation on the alchemy lessons are cute, so yeah, the alchemy lessons, the animations are adorable, so no complaints there. I need water and flora, so let's see. I'll put Azul and Riddle. No, I'll probably... Is it like... Okay. I'll just get this battle done, then we will...
なんて不幸せな人なんでしょう。
Oh, this is another infinity battle. There's a 50% chance that they'll use water, so I'm gonna risk it. And hopefully they do. If not, I'm cooked. Yeah! Sure, Seiba, sure. Okay. Side note, this Lilia card is one that I really want. I love Lilia's dorm uniform so much. It's so cute. Especially in the little sprite. You guys can see it. He's with a little bat and his wand. It's so adorable. Let's see. This cosmic this time. And water.
少しムカムカする。
こんなもんかな。
もらった。すぐ済むよ。
I think most important for this is definitely dual magic, because if you have it, then you won't have anything to worry about. But the reason why I don't have it is because I don't think it's needed right now. I think my cards are powerful enough that it won't matter for this particular case. So, yeah. Lilia is very pretty. Got it. Yeah! I win! The battles work the same way in the story as they do in the guest room. The difference is the difficulty, because the bosses are normally more difficult. I'll showcase all the boss battles, but the boss I had the most trouble with is this one. Jamil's Overblot. That took me a long time to do. But once I got past it, book 6 was not easy as well. And right now, book 7, I'm actually staggered because I actually cannot get through book 7 right now. My cards are not strong enough. Because in book 7, you are locked in for characters. Book 6 and 7, you have to choose select a few characters and just play with them, not play with them, raise them. That's why right now I'm only going after certain characters, not only because, they're my favorites, but because it is necessary. Just to show what I mean. In book 7. In book 7 especially. This happens. Right here. What the heck? Oh, I already checked it. Oh, okay. I know what happened. Okay, let me reset. I had made no progress, so it's okay. Because I'm trying to map out my strategy still. In book 7, you must raise Sebek and Silver, which is the second year and the first year from the Diasomnia dorm, because you are locked in with these characters. Meaning when you bring them into battle, this is a character that you must bring in. Or like it limits you to like the characters you can actually select. So along with the locked characters, you need to choose 4 more characters to raise cards for. So you need to start raising their Rs, their SRs, their SSRs. You have to raise everything, because if not, you're cooked for real. And I figured that out the hard way. And now I'm stuck. So I'm trying to raise my Sebek cards because I do not have a SSR of Sebek because I'm not a fan of its character. So I'm trying to raise as many Sebek cards as I can, and then trying to save for characters that I already have a lot of SSRs for. So one would be Lilia, because after I get his platinum jacket, I would have 3 SSRs for him. I mean, Riddle is self-explanatory. He's my most raised character for sure. And then, let's see. I was thinking like rolling for, when I was like thinking like, oh, should I roll for Jade or Floyd? I looked at my cards and I was like, since I have 2 SSRs of Jade, it's better if I roll for Jade's platinum jacket. And I do like Jade more than Floyd, so I'm going to roll for his platinum jacket. And then so those are the 3 of the 4 that I'm gonna bring in. The 4th person I don't know yet, because the 4th person will only have 1 SSR right now, because yeah, the rest of the characters I don't have more than 1 SSR. If anything, it will be Leona, because his SSR is very powerful and it's floral, so, and that is needed, so. But let's do the exams really quick. So I'll just do extra hard is extra hard, so I'm not gonna do that. I can only do extra hard with like Almanac exams, which is like all elements. So you guys can tell the HP is quite high for the enemy this time around. Let's see. I mean, it's just doing the water moves, I guess, at this point, because it's all fire. In the exam battles, you don't have to worry about it being a different element. If it's just a single element for the exam, that's the only element that you have to worry about. That's the whole point of the exam. So, and you guys can tell the Apple card, the symbol is a heart, meaning he, unlike the others, he would heal before he attacks. So, which is always a nice thing to have. So this is why, like, if you want to like get cards that are like, you know, if you need more healing cards, that's how you can read up on it and figure out which cards have healing moves before you actually roll for them. It's very useful. Okay, last move. So if I don't take out the enemy in this 5th round, I will still win because I did more damage. This is what the 27 and 73 mean. So as long as that bar is higher than the enemies, then I'll still win, even though I don't take them out.
見かけより甘くなかったかな。
グッボーイ。きちんと勉強。ステイ。
伝承の登場人物を
And
描い
this
た
is how you raise them, is doing lessons with them and such. I'll just do this lesson really quick.
存分に学ぶがよい。
I'm just gonna raise some of my cards. So,
楽しい時間。
乱されてたまるか。
why don't you guys let me know your experience with Twisted Wonderland? Or like, if you guys have not played it before,
誰が言おうと関係ない。
what questions do you have about Twisted Wonderland that I can
もちろん
potentially
緊
answer?
張しています。
Hi, Virus.
意外
Hello.
と集中し。
うん、有意義な時間だった。
ほらほら、おい。学園長は何歳だ。
指を
And
動
those
か
of
し
you
て
who
はい
actually
け
play
ない
this game, like, let me know who's your favorite as well, because that's like the classic thing to ask whenever I stream a
指
new
を動か
game.
してはいけない。
僕の答えはこうだ。
お勤めご苦労様です。
皆さん、意外と集中し。
知ってることばっかで退屈な授業だ。
You're tired, but you're here.
課題はやっ
Virus,
て
you
き
should
ま
僕の
sleep.
答えはこうだ。
You should
Oh.
sleep.
ゆっくりしていけ。
もちろん緊張しています。
誰が言おうと関係ない。
If you start, it's gonna be essays of your experience for 5
グロー
years.
リー。何しに。
もちろん緊張しています。
この辺で終わりです。
You can say, I can say it's your Roman
知識
Empire.
は僕
I
の血
mean,
となり肉となる。
I mean,
次も励
maybe you can like summarize it. Like
楽し
say
い時
like
間。
む。乱されてたまるか。
if you like
学園長、
if you started Twist
これは
because of a character or is
お
it
勤
because
め
of
ご苦労様。
something else?
わしが教えてや
Or
ろう。
maybe say who's your
Maybe
what
you
is
will go
which dorm is your favorite? That's a very good question, I
皆さ
feel.
ん、意外と集中し。
Character is a little bit harder to decipher for, I
知識
think,
は
but
僕
dorm
の
is
血となり肉とな
dorm
る。
it depends on what daily routine you want to have. Because each dorm is so different.
楽し
Like
い時間。
The architecture and the members and the uniform themselves are very different. The dorm uniforms, I mean, because the school uniforms
乱
are
さ
the
れて
same,
たまるか。
just different colors,
伝説の始まりじゃ。
with the exception of a few characters.
皆さん、意外と集中し。
お疲れ様でした。次も頑張りましょう。
ほらほら、おい。
乱されてたまるか。
おう。ゆっくりしていけ。
もちろん緊張しています。
おう。
It's going really
ゆっ
quickly.
くりしていけ。
It's going
も
so
ちろん
fast.
緊張しています。
伝説の始まりじゃ。
グローリー。何しに。
皆さん、
Hearts
意
of
外
you
と集中し。
plus Chenya. Oh yes, correct. The
知
Cheshire
ってることばっ
Cat.
かで退屈な授業だ。
You start when you saw Riddle, when you're seeking for a character to choose to self-insert for.
ほらほら、
Oh,
おい。学園長は
I
何
see.
歳。
So Riddle got you into this game.
何しに。
学園長は何歳だ。
僕の答えはこうだ。
Always loved that name. I really like the name Riddle. I really like that name.
学園長は何歳だ。
学園長、何か。
この辺で終わりです。わ。
You really like Ortho and Apple.
良い授業
They
だ
are both very baby,
これぞ
very
学園生
precious characters. Ortho and Apple. They're both very precious characters.
課題はやってきま。
乱されて
You
た
start
まるか。
liking it after your friends are saying you actually like them, and they grew on you.
国を繁栄させる。国を繁栄させる。国を繁栄させる。
Leona is getting all the what?
乱されてた
Leona
まる
got
か。
all the stars. What the heck? What was that?
わ。
Leona got like he got more stars than Sebek, who is like my study partner for these particular lessons.
課
That's
題は
weird.
やってきま。学園長は何歳だ。
回答は
To be fair, I don't have any buffs right now
乱されてたまるか。
to make it so like my study partner more often. So
何しに。
makes sense.
僕の答えはこうだ。
おう。ゆっくりしていけ。
僕の答えはこうだ。
この辺で終わりです。わた。
I like this.
知識は僕の血となり肉となる。
次も励楽しい時間。学園長は何歳だ。
伝説の始まりじゃ。
学園長は何歳だ。
I love the new speed they gave lessons because lessons beforehand they take very long to do. Especially if you want to do a lot of lessons at the same time using like your bottles and stuff. Riddle rolls off your tongue very easily. Yeah, I love that game. He's the peak character. You just started babying every Hearts character. Currently back at Riddle and Trey. I love Riddle.
リリア先輩が真剣な顔で絵を眺めていて、彼があんな表
I got both of these cards, like both of Riddle's birthday cards this year. Because every year they have 2 birthday banners, right? One from the current year and one from the previous year. I couldn't get Riddle last year because I was inactive at the time. But this year I had 120 rolls for him, and then I was able to get his platinum jacket in like 30, I think, and I was able to use another 50 or so to get his birthday bloom, so I was able to get both. So I went from having 1 Riddle card to 3 back in August during his birthday. So you has returned. Okay. I think I'm ready to start rolling now. I think I did all I needed to do for now before I go to showcase all the boss battles and stuff. So hold on a second. Let me check to make sure that it's not lagging, because that's the last thing I want right now. I don't want it to lag, because that's a very big flaw in my N-Star streams. But so I'll say the pity in this game is it's not, I mean, if you're after a birthday card, it's not that bad. But if you're after like another limited 5-star, then yeah, it's pretty bad. Because is it 50-50? Like when you, oh no, it's not. I have to look at this one. He has no choice. Hold on. Is it 50-50? I mean, it's not the banner I'm rolling on, but I wonder if it's 50-50, like when you get to 100 rolls. Once guaranteed SSR gauges reaches 100, your 100 summon will be a random SSR card from the pool of SSR cards available in that showcase. If the guaranteed SSR summon is in a feature showcase, you have higher chance of summoning the features than the other cards. So it's like, is it 50-50? I don't think it is, but it's definitely not guaranteed for this type of banner, because 100 is you have a chance to get a limited 5-star with a chance to get a standard. It's only for the birthday ones where the 100 is equivalent to the birthday boy, plain and simple. So here they are, Jade and Floyd. These are their birthday banners from last year that were brought over. That's why it's called Encore. But I decided to roll for this one because I realized when I looked at this, he has dual magic with Riddle. So this will come in very handy since I'm bringing Riddle for my book 7. My book 7 team. So alright. Manifesting, chat. There is times where I need to roll 100 times to get the birthday boy. So let's hope it doesn't happen again. It happened with Cater. Let's hope it doesn't happen with Jade too. I have 1110 rolls, which is 110 rolls. But signs of a good pool is 2 feathers and the sparkles. This is guaranteed SR. I mean, every temple guarantees an SR, so. And the wrong Jade card, but the guaranteed, but the color of the light in the coffin determines the dorm they're from. So So this is the octagonal color, which is like purpley. The orange is Savannah Claw. It's always Cater. Yeah, Cater's platinum jacket took 100 pulls for him to come home. This one is Pomfure, which is based on the evil queen from Snow White. This one, Ignihide, which is from Hercules, the villain from Hercules. I think his name is Hades. This Scarabia, which is based on the Aladdin villain. His name is Jafar, I think. The villain from Aladdin. 4-star Ignihide. Not bad, it's not fully uncapped yet. What is this? Ooh! Okay, oh my god. What the heck? I'm getting so many SRs. This is a fully uncapped card. But yep. Not bad though. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 SRs, which is 4-star equivalent in a 10 pull. Not bad. Honestly. Let's go again. That pumpkin man. Okay, there are 2 feathers that drop down this time, so it should be a better pull than the previous one.
闇の鏡に導かれし者よ。
It may not be though. No. When the key goes in, if there's a few sparkles, it means it's a 3-star. If there's a little bit more, then it's either a 4 or a 5-star. A 5-star is if the... Oh, this is my first Jack Lab Coat card. That's cool. If it's the first time you get a card, like the first copy of card you get, they will talk to you for the first time. The coffin will look different if it's a 5-star. So... And that's what we are looking for. I'm skipping all those 3-stars because, yeah. I have a lot of... This is like purely Savannah Claw roll right there. Come on!
Oh
man. No. No. Nope. Nope. This is hard Slabio though. Another tray. Oh, but I already got him maxed out. So... I mean, getting them maxed out doesn't always mean a bad thing. Because if you get the cards maxed out and you get another copy of a maxed out card, they'll give you something extra to max out other cards that you may have. So it's not like an end-all be-all thing where you get duplicate of a maxed out card. You can still get resources to upgrade other cards that you have.
Nanji no tamashii no katachi o miseo.
Nope. Another tray. Nope. Oh, Kevin! Kino. Mao came home in 30. But you don't realize who I'm pulling for, right? We're talking about Jade Leech here, okay? If anyone's gonna make my pools difficult, it's either Trey or Floyd, okay? Both of the twins are like just as difficult as each other. I can't. Who knows why is he taking so long? I don't know. I'm not even about to listen to the mirror part. Yeah, I only saw one feather, meaning this 10 pool is not gonna be good. But if he comes in this 10 pool, yay! Most likely no though. Nope. That's a Rook Lap Code card. Oh, I accidentally skipped that, but that was not even Jade, so... Oh, man. Okay. Come on! You spent 140 rolls for his brother. It's always the twins, man. I don't know why. Come on, please! Another tray. Oh my god. I say tapped it twice. Oops. I'm getting a good number of 5 stars. A good number of 4 stars, is what I meant to say. But that's not what I need right now. Please.
汝の魂の形を見せよ。
Yeah, he already ate half of my pool. Ugh. No, it's not. The 5-star needs to have yellow sparkles around it. And the coffin is a different color. The coffin has extra golden decorations on it. That's how you know if it's a SSR or not. Oh, man. Boy. This is not good pools, man. Oh, Melius! I did quick too quickly. Oh, come on. Yeah!
100年続く美術館とは素晴らしい。
Finally!
心躍る作品に出会えそうで胸が高鳴ります。
I think you guys saw in the footage that the coffin was different, and that's how you tell if it's a 5-star or not. The coffin has extra decorations on it when it was opening. Finally, you're home!
訪ねるのにふさわしい装いですね。
You freaking leech.
どうです？似合いますか？
Does it suit you? I mean, all of the platinum jackets look amazing, so no complaints about that. Another Floyd. I'm just gonna see who else did I get. Let's see. Finally, you're home, Jade! My god. That took way too long. I have 30 rolls left. I need to get 70 to get Lilia's card in January. And I think I'll have enough time. Because I'll get a 10 roll from Rook, a 10 roll from Idia, that's 20 rolls. Plus December's monthly, that's 30, plus January's monthly, which is on Lilia's birthday. And Lilia himself will give me a 10 roll on his birthday. So that's 50 rolls plus... That's 50 rolls plus the 30 I already have right now left over. So that's 80 rolls for Lilia's birthday card. And more diamonds here and there. Yeah, I'll have guaranteed Lilia platinum jacket as well. But Riddle looks so done. But here he is. He's home. At least I got him before the 100 pools. He didn't treat me as mean as Skater. He came home earlier than Cater, and that's all I care about. For real, I don't want it to be 100. I never want that to ever happen anymore. I would never ever want that to happen again, ever.
不思議ですね。最初は冴えない人間だと思ったんですが、怒らないで。今はそう思ってないってことですよ。
I do have spell books for him, but he was a bit more merciful rather than your carrot boyfriend. I love Cater. That's the thing. I mean, I love Jade too, but I love Cater. I do. But oh my gosh, he took forever to come home. He took the guarantee to come home, man. And I didn't even get like
恐縮です。
I didn't even get like a standard 5-star along the way. And like my SR pools was not good for Cater either. Like I got 1 SR per 10 pool when I pooped for Cater. It was not good. I remember recording it. Maybe one day I will show it. It used to be on my channel. It's not anymore. I removed it because, you know, my channel is about live streaming now. So I removed that video, but if you guys are wondering what groovification means, if you play on stars, this is basically means blooming the card. So the illustration will change from this into something else. Which card level 40 or higher? I have to read the Vigilant to the Vignet. Vignet? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Let's see. Let me try something here. I'm gonna raise the Jade card really quick. So I'm gonna use some of my... I won't use too many. I'll just use 10. Cater wanted to tease a bit too much. He did! But he's not my best card, so... It's not the end of the world or anything. I don't think that's such a big deal. Let me change card, and then we'll keep the rest the same. Oh yeah, one more thing that I forgot to do is change his outfit. If I do this and press visual, he will wear this outfit when we're in the classroom. I do it for all the special cards that I have, so. But the platinum jackets are always my favorite birthday card so far. So, oh, my Vill's already maxed out. I shouldn't use him. Let's use this riddle instead. Yeah.
今日は何を学べるだろう。
口答えはなし。
抜き打ちです。
これは。
今日は
たまたまですよ。
インクの色を間違えた。インクの色を間違えた。
興味深いな。
The dialogue for the lessons are always very funny.
先生とは気が合いそうだ。
今日はここまで。
知識は僕の血となり肉となる。次もハゲも。
But I will say this game is also very worth playing if you like stories in general. The pacing for Twisted Wonderland, I feel like it's very good pacing. Like there's not much of filler, if there's any. And I'm talking about the story from the game. I've not seen the anime yet because I cannot stream it because I don't have Disney Plus. But talking about like the story in the game, it's very well paced. When you just read their dialogues, it's not too long, not too short, and there's not like any like useless information in between, which is awesome.
朝から元気ですね。トレイン先生の視線を感じます。
いい天気だ。
眠くない。
今日はここまで。
And that's one thing I like about Twist is the pacing of the story is very good, and it keeps you hooked to it to the point where like you would want to read more. You would want to read more of it because of the whole thing where
こうして法ができるのか。
なるほど。
How do you put it into words?
朝から退屈だ。当然だな。居眠りをしていた生徒は
I mean, to really experience it, you guys would have to play the game yourselves, which I'm sure most of you already did, but or most of you already do play the game. But it's like
口答えはなし。
深海の歴史では興味深いな。
this is one of those games where like I first got into it because of the story, not because of any character. I mean, yes, I do have my favorites now. I've been playing this game for a long time. For me, it's like been 3 years since I started this game. And like I remember when I first got exposed to this game, it's like all I knew was that, you know, this game is based on Disney villains, right? But yeah,
放課後は復習だね。
like after I took a look at the character designs, I was like, you know what?
面白くなってきた。アン君は
I'll give it a try.
居眠りを
Because
していた
I've
生
heard
徒は
the stories were very sad, and I was like, I really like not say angst, but I like stories where there's a lot of like drama and stuff, and like emotional backstories and things. And when I heard Twist has that, I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. And I was not disappointed. I loved every
夢
single
物
book.
語ですね。
教科書に
They removed Deuce dropping Cauldron Ace at the start in the anime. They did! Oh, that's such an iconic moment though. Before Deuce found his signature magic, where he just, I know he can still drop the cauldron, but like that was like the first thing he did, and they removed it from the game. No, they removed it in the anime.
たまたまですよ。
Man, the only thing about Twist is that it might become slightly too repetitive, but the story is the main thing, so it's
夢
still,
物語ですね。
so you're still here because the story is good. Yeah, that's the thing. Twist is a very repetitive game. When it comes to like the battle features, the rhythm game features, and the
授業を始めよう。
フロイド。
and the overall raising of the cards is very repetitive. So having a good main story and a good
順当
events
ですね。
is what keeps this game afloat.
朝から元気です
I have to
ね。
say the events are really good, and the main story is what carries this game the most,
有意義な時間だ。
because the stories are very rereadable for me. I cannot tell you how many times I go back and just redo all the Overblot chapters because I just love them that
トレイン
much.
先生の視線を
Because
感じます。
not only are they full of like
お勤め
action
ご苦労様
and drama because you have to
これは
fight Overblot monsters, but you are inadvertently saving the guys who got overblotted to
居
begin
眠りを
with,
していた生徒
and
は
you get to view their very incredibly sad backstories. And the fact that all their backstories are different, but the fact that all their backstories are different as well, but they all have good reasons. Like all their reasons to overblot are very understandable. It's like you kind of feel like they are very relatable, you know. To me at least.
ああだるい。死後は許さない。
お邪魔しますよ。
お勤めご苦労様です。
今日は
朝飯前だ。
But like
深海の
talking
歴史
like
では
from one twisty to another,
勉
like
強にコツはないよ。
I know there
アン
are
君は国を
I know
滅ぼ
I myself have a favorite dorm as well, but if you guys had to stay in one of the dorms, which dorm would you stay in?
知ってることばっかり
Because
で退屈な授業だ。
even though we have our biases and like we would love to stay with our biases, right?
授業を
Each
始めよう。
dorm
ど
has
こま
their
で本当
own
でしょう。
set of like routines and rules.
トレインに睨ま
Like
れ
for example, Hearts the Bill, even though you know the characters are all very welcoming and they're all relatively
放課後は
sweet,
復習だね。
they have 810 rules to follow. I don't know if that is a good, like, if you're not someone who is into rules, I don't think Hearts
死
the
後は
Bill
許さない。
情け深い王様
is like a good
興味深いな。
dorm to keep up with. Like you won't be able to keep up with the 810 rules in the
真
Hearts
実
of the
と
Bill
は
dorm.
限らない。
Then another example would be Palm
若様の方
Fury,
がすごい。
the Snow White dorm, the evil queen from Snow White. it is said that they clean the dorm lounge like scrub it from top to bottom every single day, and it's like, oh my gosh, that is such a strict routine to follow. Not to mention, like, different dorm leaders operate differently. So it depends if you would prefer a strict dorm leader or not, or someone who's very laid back, or someone who just doesn't appear at things.
お疲れ様でした。次も頑張りましょう。
They're all like very different.
死後は許せん。
フロイド、起きてます？
朝から退屈だ。
勉強にコツはないよ。
争い。愚かしい。
抜き打ちです。
回答は大きく。
誰が言おうと。
This is why it's like farming in
指を
Twist.
動かしてはいけない。
It is very
居眠りをして
repetitive.
いた生
It
徒は
is.
うん、有意義な時間だった。
You would have to say Heartslabule just because it would become automatic after time. True.
もちろん緊
If
張して
you're
います。
staying with the main 5 Hearts characters, then you're set. But maybe Ignihai is also a choice. Ignihai is definitely a
若
choice
様
for
に近
sure.
づきたい。
朝から元気ですね。
猫と目があった。
若様に近づきたい。
Ignihai is a very popular choice. I think so, yeah. It's the safest and comfiest.
瞬きの間だな。
If you want to stay at Savannah Claw, it would be a desert.
死後は許せん。
知略に長けた王がいい。
I mean, of course, it's based off the Lion King, so
無
obviously
欲な王だ。
it's like in a desert sort of environment. It's very
放
hot,
課後は復習だね。
and like the rooms are literally made of stone and stuff.
どこま
And
で
the windows are not even like covered with glass. I think the windows are like open holes in the wall.
知ってることばっかり
There's like 20 dudes in one room. Really? Oh my god. I didn't know that part.
死後は許せん。
深海の歴史では
歴史は流れで覚えること。歴史は流れで覚えること。なぞなぞより簡単だ。
知略に長けた王がいい。
早く終わらないか。今日はここ
I would love to hang out in Monstro Lounge,
お疲れ様でした。
I would not want to stay in Octagonal. I know Monstro Lounge belongs to Octagonal, but I don't want to stay in the dorm. I'll just go to
教
Monstro
科書に
Lounge
リリアの姿だ。教科書にリリアの
on my
姿。
own accord. I wouldn't want to stay in that dorm.
勉強になった。
Scarabia is a choice. Yeah, but again, Scarabia is also very hot, I'm
居眠りをし
pretty
ていた
sure.
生徒は
It'll be like Savannah Claw. But it'll be very comfortable.
瞬き
And
の間だな。
Scarabia has a very good dorm leader. That's one thing to note. They have such a kind and caring dorm leader, which is such a rarity in this game. That
尊敬できる
you gotta give Kalim credit for
勉強
that.
になった。
I know Jamil takes care of most
先
things,
生
but
とは気が合い
Kalim
そう
is so
国
open-minded.
には
and
規
stuff.
律が必要だね。
こんなとこでしょうか。
お邪魔しますよ。
僕の答えはこうだ。
居眠りをしていた生徒は
The thing about Diasomnia, I don't even know what they do at Diasomnia. Because for Diasomnia, what I know is mainly for like the individuality of the
もち
four
ろん
of them.
緊張して
Like
います
how Lilia raised the three of them and
誰が
trained
言おう
them.
と関係ない。
But I don't know anything about what they do in the
今日
dorm.
はここ。
いつでも来い。
I don't know anything about like what they actually do in the dorm because like from following events, it doesn't seem like they do much, to be honest. Like
お
I
疲
don't
れ
know if
様
they
で
have
した。
any like
次も頑
I
張
don't
り
know
ま
if
し
they
ょう。
have like any like routine or anything, or like do I just all do their own thing? Because literally it seems like they're all doing their own thing in
朝から
Diasomnia.
元気ですね。
So it's
な
like,
るほど。
and I doubt Malleus is strict, so he won't tell people to follow a routine or anything because he himself just wanders around and it goes off to ramshackle whenever he wants to.
くない。
今日はここまで。
Palm Fury is very safe and it's
知
very
識は僕
clean,
の血となり肉となる。
but you have to be mentally prepared because Bill is your dorm leader if you're in Palm Fury, and you would have to follow a very strict diet and very strict daily routine. And you always have to like doll yourself up because the Palm Fury outfit is like very like
初めて抽象画の課題を出
it's
さ
like
れた
this
時
long rope looking outfit, like very velvety looking. And then I assume all students at Palm Fury like doll up their face a bit, so yeah. All you know is that Lila is there playing D&D with EDM. Hearing Sebek praise Malleus. Malleus just there and Silver is sleeping. Yeah, that's why. It's like, is it... At Diasomnia, do they even do anything? Like, or are they like, oh, own time, own target, do what you want? I don't get it. But if that's the case, Diasomnia is not a choice just because of Lilia's culinary masterpieces. I would stay in Diasomnia. Honestly, Diasomnia would be my choice of dorm. The only thing about Diasomnia that would probably disturb me as an individual is Sebek's yelling. I cannot deal with loud people. So, but that'll be something that I'll have to adapt to if I choose Diasomnia as the dorm I would stay in, but I would.
恐縮です。ご期待に添えるよう努力します。
Meet my expectations.
絵を描くことに苦手意識はない。
Man, I love the Leech twins so much. I know a lot of people in this game, like the characters in this game, find them scary because they're very tall and very like they have like their sharp teeth and stuff, but like and they are very sus, but I can't help but love them too. I love the Leech twins.
Thank you.
I'll purchase these things for his spell level. I don't know. What the picture is cool.
Thank you. In stock.
I'll purchase these things because
Thank you.
they are limited to his birthday. Technically, the only dorm that is like absolutely no is Savannah Claw. I think so. I mean, if you're a girl, your props in favor rather than if you're a guy. Like you're definitely sleeping with 40 people in one room. Yeah, true.
Luke senpai wa dono e ni mo kotoba o tsukushite sanji o okutte ita.
Especially in Savannah Claw, Leona wouldn't do anything in terms of like whenever you need help with something. He'll just like shove you away and like go and bother Ruggy about it, you know? Leona would not care, like, at all. When in terms of like helping like his dorm members with anything. Because I'm pretty sure Ruggy's the one that handles everything in the dorm for him. With Ruggy himself also having his own swiping issues. I swear Ruggy is like Ruggy's way of doing things is questionable. But then again, his background is very sad, so cannot really blame him for it.
Luke senpai wa dono e ni mo kotoba o tsukushite sanji.
Leona would do it if you're only if you're a woman, man. He wouldn't even listen if you're a guy. Yeah, makes sense. He wouldn't even look at you or wake up if you ask him. Yeah, that's the thing. He would definitely not. I have to raise Jade a little bit higher because he's only at level 34 and I need him at level 40. I mean, Tsusunan is mainly just chatting because, you know, the farming is very repetitive and I'm not doing the event right now since I only have 1 day left to do it.
歴史は流れで覚えること。
たまたまですよ。深海の歴史では王に従おう。
I mean, once you guys take a look at you guys saw my cards already. I think it's quite obvious who is my top 3. So I don't need to say who is in my top 3. I don't think in this game. I think it's quite obvious who they are.
深海の歴史では
トレインに睨まれた。
王に従おう。歴史は若様が作る。
本当の歴史を知りたいか？
若様に近づきたい。
早く終わらないか。
まったく。
瞬きの間だな。
I also have been talking to
口答えはなし。
Yeonchi about
当然だな。
my moderator Yeonchi. I've been talking to her about Twisted
安いの
Wonderland,
かんだ。
and she was tempted to try the game. And this stream will help her decide whether or not she wants to play this game or not.
抜き打ちで
I already came up with the 4 that she would like the most. I don't know which order she would like
有
them,
意義な
but
時間だった
knowing her character, I kind of know what she likes in her husbandos, so I gotta give her the 4
お
that she
邪魔
may
しま
like.
すよ。
お勤めご苦労様です
Lila, Cater, and
国を
Riddle
反映させ
are
る
solid choice.
回答は
Yeah.
大きく
もちろん緊張しています。
リリアの方が厳しかった。
では
If we're really like picking,
興味深いな。
did Leona just
居
snore?
眠りをしていた生徒は
If we're really talking about like my 2
知識
favorites,
は僕の血
it's
となり
Lilia and
肉とな
Riddle.
る。
They are both interchangeable for me. Sometimes it's Lilia, sometimes it's Riddle, who's my favorite. When it comes to Cater,
フロイド
he is tied with Jade for
いい
third
天気
place.
だ。
I like Cater and
朝
Jade.
から退屈だ。
So honestly, my
若様に近づきたい
top 3 is
トレイン
more or
先
less
生の
top
視線を
4
感じます
because
簡単
Lilia and
だ
Riddle are tied for first, and Jade and Cater are tied for
まっ
third.
たく。
So yeah, the only choice you accepted is probably the only choice you would have
Yuigi na
accepted is
jikan
probably
da.
only Crowley. Yeah. So
死後は許さん。
so I mean not interchangeable.
トレイン
It
先生
would
は
be
信頼できる
Lilia, Riddle, Jade, and
こうして
Cater
法ができるの
are my top 4.
質問してもトレイン先生の視線を感じます。
人間は浅はか。
When
居
it
眠りを
comes
していた生徒
to
は
my moderator though, Yeonchi,
うわ知ってることばっかり。
I wonder if she's here right now.
授業を始めよ
深海の歴史では
う。眠
Let me see if she is.
歴史は流れで
Yeonchi,
起こ
are you
歴史
there?
は若様が作る。
どこまで本当でしょ
Yes,
早く
I'll be able to expose which 4 I think she would like.
居眠りをしていた
I
生徒
cannot narrow it
は
down to 3 for her. I can only narrow it down to 4 because I'm like, she would definitely like
Yuigi na
these
jikan da.
4, but maybe not in the specific order I gave her, but she definitely like 4.
死後は許さん。
う。知略に長けた方がいい。
歴史は若様が作る。
In twins, you probably at least one twin like anyone who you ask, you'll like at least one of them, if not both. Yeah, that's the thing.
たまたまです。
There's no doubt the twins are.
さっさと進
I'm
めろ
pretty。sure the twins are the most popular
励んでますね。
characters
居
in
眠り
this
をしてい
game.
た生徒
So
は
yeah, they're not really like two wing. They're tweels. They are tweels. They're not like two wing at all. Yeonchi needs to try. I
口
mean,
答えはなし。
お邪魔します
I mean, she
よ。
will try if she wants to. Cause Twist is in itself not a small game either. Twist is kind of a big game.
面白い話はないのか。リリアの方が厳しかった。
今日はここ若様に近
But
づき
for
たい。
Yeonchi,
先生とは気が
I
居眠りをしてい
was
た生徒は
talking about. I gave her 4 characters she would like.
うわ知ってることばっかり退屈な授業だ。
I feel like she would like Idia. She would like
口答え
Kalim.
はなし。
先生
I feel like she'll like Apple as
少
well.
し面白く
And
なってき
Silver.
た。
Those are the 4 that I think she'll
夢
like.
物語ですね。
Silver is because, you know, he's gentle. He has a good head on his
質
shoulders.
問しても
And I mean, the only thing about Silver is he loves to sleep. And when he sleeps, he's adorable. So, Kalim, come on, he has money, he's kind, he's generous, he was looking for fun, and like, he's just very like,
口答えはなし。
順当ですね。
Kalim is just like,
100年前か
has a
ら
heart
変
of
わらない
gold, basically.
王様ね。
Then we have Idia. Idia is because like,
少し面白く
you
な
know,
って
he's quiet, he's very introverted, but he likes gaming as well, and like, you know, he shows a very deep love for Ortho, and it's really cute as well.
うわ
And
知ってる
Idia
ことばっ
won't
か
get in
り
your
退
way
屈な
of
授業だ。
things. Like he won't argue with you in terms of like stuff, like the small nitpicky things. He won't bother to.
フロイド
Idia won't have
起きてます
the motivation to argue with you. And then the last one is Apple,
いい天気
and
だ。
Apple is like
朝から退屈だ。
honestly the
Asaka
wild
type.
card choice for me when I chose him for Yeonchi because I'm like Apple is the kind of guy that you choose who is like a bit of a ruffian, you know, or like someone who takes pride from the land he comes from. Because even though Apple is like, you know, working on his poshness and like, you know, learning how to doll himself up more from Ville and like learning how to like have better manners, Apple himself still takes pride in the farm that he lives in and the farm that he came from. That's why he still has the accent, even though he tries not to say as much on campus. So, but he still talks like that when he goes home. During one of the events, when he went home, during the winter time, he started talking in a southern accent the moment they got back, I'm pretty sure. So, gotta love Apple for that. All four are fantastic. Yeah, I think all four of them are very good choices for Yeonji. She may find a different favorite, but those four are very, like, not say beginner friendly, but like, there's nothing to hate about any of the four of them, is what I'm trying to say. Because unfortunately, like, the rest of the characters, I feel like they have issues. And not to mention, like, the guys who overbloated. So, yeah. I feel like those people will probably have to look up their character and story and read about them a bit more before judging their character. But the main people to read about is definitely the overbloated characters, which is every dorm leader besides Kalim, because Jamil's the one that overbloated in Scarabia. But yeah. Because I feel like, especially for the overbloated characters, people are too quick to judge on their character before actually learning about their backstory. Deuce's issues is that he likes chickens to the point he beats people up. He's a bit explosive, but has a good heart. They all have at least a small problem like that. That's the thing. It's like, it's normal for every one of them to have flaws, because I mean, not all of them are human, but most of them are. And even if they're not, they still think and behave like a human. So it's clear that it's very normal for them to have reasons to do what they do, or like have personalities that is their own way of thinking, you know? But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because if anything, it makes them different from other people at NYC. I think I said the school name wrong. That's fine. I don't even freaking know if I said the school name right. Alright, let's see here. I reached level 40, so let's go ahead and groovy this card after I read his vignette, which is found over here. I think I said NYC. It's NRC, I'm so stupid. Yeah, it's NRC. Night Raven College. Oh, I said NYC. Why did I say that? Man, I think I said it too quickly. I don't know. It averted my brain. Alright, let's go ahead and read Jade's card really quick. And I'm pretty sure Riddle makes a cameo here because he is the, you know.
この美術館には陸の逸話だけでなく海の逸話に関する絵もたくさんありますね。陸に興味を抱いた人魚のように陸の人々も海に関心を寄せていたということでしょうか。おや？
Fun fact, Jade shares the same voice actor as Akyomi from Unscars. His voice sounded very familiar, so I was like, I'm gonna look it up. And it turns out Jade and Akyomi have the same VA. So I was like, so that's where the voice came from.
その意見には同意しかねる。だってこの絵の彼らはよからぬことを企んでニヤニヤしている君とフロイドにそっくりだからね。
おや、 偉大な海の魔女の手下に似ているとは光栄です。
I mean, technically, Azul is the same as
とはいえ、彼
Ursula,
らの慈悲
so
深い行動の数
he's
々
based off
が伝承
Ursula.
として残っている。僕の目には悪巧みしているように見えるだけで、実際は君の言う通り親切なウツボたちなんだろう。
ええ、海の魔女のみならずウツボたちの逸話も陸で広く知られているとは嬉しいですね。僕の故郷では種族違いの恋をした人魚にウツボたちが困難を与える逸話が人気
Yeah,
で
this
した。
is the story of the Little Mermaid.
恋した人間と結ばれるために海の魔女と契約した人魚の話
Yeah,
の
yeah,
ことかい。
definitely talking about the Little Mermaid.
人魚と
I mean,
思
obviously,
い人
because
の愛を
you know
試すため
this is based
二
off
人
of
の乗る小
Tabenel,
舟をひっくり返したエピソ
and
ードは
that's
特に
the
有名で、
villain that they're
ウツ
based
ボた
off
ちの
of.
起点によって二人の絆はより深まったと言われています。
確かその人魚と海の魔女は自力で恋を実らせる条件で契約を結んだはずだったけれど。
はい。なのに契約後の動向まで見守って手厚いサポートまで。彼らは本当に慈悲深い。ところで
I think it's cool. I think you guys can kind of see his sharp teeth when he opens his
随分
mouth
違う
in a more
変わ
upward
った
grin.
形のボートがありますよね。
変わった形？
ええ。一例としては船が鳥の形を
That's
して
like
い
the first thing I
て
noticed
足で
when I
漕ぐタイ
first
プのもの
started
です
playing
とか。
Twist, because I started Twisted Wonderland after N-Stars.
そう。
And one thing I always
それです
loved about Maui from
海にいた
N-Stars is
頃
his sharp teeth.
水面に顔を出した
So
際に
that was like the
大
first thing I
で漕ぐ
noticed
作
about
りの
the
小舟は何度も見
twins
か
when
け
I
ました
heard
が、
when I saw
あ
them
のよう
talk
な
for the
形
first
のも
time.
のは見たことが
Because I
な
just
く
saw
て、
their teeth. I was like, oh my
初めて見た
gosh,
時は驚きました。
they got sharp
実にユ
teeth.
ニークですよ
I mean,
ね。
it's
変わった
Leech.
形のボートが好
It's
きなら
Leech twins, but
バラの王国にはフラミンゴの形をしたものがあるよ。
本当ですか。そちらもいつか乗ってみたいです。
そちら
yeah, you can kind of see his teeth.
もしやスワンボートにアズールやフロイドと一緒に乗ったことが。
いえ、一人で乗りました。
え、あのボートに一人で？
はい、狭くて足が収まらず、二人分のペダルを片足ずつ漕ぐ羽目になりましたが、あれは
What?
操縦の難しい乗り物ですね。思う方向に進むのがとても大変で、乗っている最中、さっき話した小舟とウツボの逸話が頭をよぎったんです。もし今このボートを水中から転覆させようと狙う存在がいたら、さぞ恐ろしい思いをするだろ
That
う。
is one way to ride a
リ
swan
ドル
boat.
さんはスワンボートに乗ったことはありますか？
いや、ないけれど。
それはもったいない。面白いのでぜひ体験してみるべきです。
That's one way to ride a
今度
swan
一緒
boat,
に乗り
Jade.
に行きましょう。
That sounds dangerous though, but hey, it's a Leech twin we're talking about. Don't question it. I'm not even gonna question anything the Leech twins do anymore at this point.
むしろトラブルに見舞われて転覆しても、僕なら岸まで一泳ぎです。
The contrast
安心
between
でしょ？
the Tweels and Two Wing is crazy. Because if I see Two Wing like in the distance, I'll go up and hug them actually. I would want to hug them. But if I see the Tweels, I would run as far away as I can.
こちらは英雄を目指した神の息子と
Ooh.
その仲間たちの神話を元にした絵ですね。彼は英雄を目指して心身を鍛えていたそうです。これは訓練中のワンシーンを描いた一枚でしょうか。
そうだね。この表情を見るに訓練はうまく進んでいたみたいだ。
僕も護身術を習った際、技が綺麗に決まった時はこの絵に描かれた彼のように喜んだものです。
へえ、君は護身術を習っていたんだね。
はい、父が教えてくれまして、他にも縄抜けの方法や閉じ込められた時に備えて鍵の開け方なども。
で、君のお父様はなぜ子供にそんなことを？
僕の家族は少々用心深いんです。ほら、備えあれば憂いなしと言うでしょ。実際護身術を習っていたからこそ事なきを得た出来事もあったんですよ。
護身術が役に立つ出来事。なんだか不穏な気配ですね。
Riddle space.
不穏というほどではないのですが、海にいた頃 複数のサメから約束を保護にされたことがありまして、
But honestly, I'm kind of happy for Riddle that he's interacting with Jade and not Floyd, because I know how Riddle feels towards Floyd. And he'll have a much more difficult time. So
僕もそう思い
he's
まし
so
た。
cray cray. Yeah.
護身術を活用し、帰り討ちに
What?
彼らの身から出たサビ
Oh
とは
my
いえ、
gosh.
ヒレをひねるたびに上がる悲鳴を聞くと、少々気の毒に思ったものです。
にわかには信じられないが、
They're so sadistic,
そう
I
いう物騒
swear.
な仕
The Leech
事
twins
は
are
フロ
very
イドの専
sadistic.
門だとばかり。
あれは珍しいケースでしたね。僕としても気が進みませんでした。問題解決の際は、
It's always that smile that he and Floyd do that makes me so sus of them.
とはいえ、陸で護身術が必要になる場面がないとも限りません。陸では尾びれを用いる技は使用不可能。人間の体ではまだまだ練度が不足している。この体でも海と同程度に護身術を使えるよう、もっと
That is
技を極め
true.
ていきたいところです。
Because I mean, they can turn back into their mer forms, but only when they're in water. So, okay, final part.
これは世界一美しき女王の絵か。後ろに見えているのはクジャクの羽をかたどった玉座だね。
ええ、まるで女王自身が優美に羽を広げているかのようで、素晴らしい構図ですね。それから彼女が大切そうに掲げている箱も鮮やかな赤色に目を引かれます。
鍵がついているところを見るに宝箱じゃないかな。
宝箱ですか。僕も小さい頃は綺麗で大きな箱にいろいろ詰め込んでいましたよ。一時期は人間が海に落としたアクセサリーを蓋が閉まらなくなるぐらいに集めたものです。毎日アクセサリーを探すためだけに海を散策して、時には往復で1日かかる場所まで行きました。たまにコインを見つけた時などはアズールにあげたりもして懐かしいですね。
アクセサリーというと
That's actually kind of cute.
指輪やネックレスの類だろ。君が貴金属に興味があるとは意外だったよ。
そうですね。最近は好んでアクセサリーをつけることはほとんどありませんので、数百個は集めたと記憶しているんですが。
You gathered hundreds? Oh my gosh, me and Riddle had the same reaction.
今
100?
の君の好みに合うものもいくつかありそうなんだけ
Damn,
ど。
that's a
そう
lot of
かもしれませんね。
accessories.
とはいえ、当時集めたアクセサリーは全て処分してしまいました。
すべて処分って、そんなに熱心に集めていたのに。
ええ、興味のないものを手元に残しておいても
I like how he's so
邪魔なだけでしょ。
nonchalant about it as
そう
well.
そう。
Oh my gosh.
実は陸に上がってからも熱中していたものがありまして、それは
Oh
陸
god,
の
what
ど
is
こにで
that?
もあって決して珍しいものではないのですが、意識を向けてみるとさまざまなデザインや作り手の意図が感じられて奥深い魅力があります。
思い当たるものがないな。一体何に夢中になっていたんだい。
それはマンホールです。
マンホール。
Manhole
その土地の
covers?
名産品や地域の魅力がわかるデザインになっている蓋もあるんですが、海にマンホ
That's
ールはあ
his
りませんからね。
obsession. The moment
どんな
he
用途のもの
he
なの
lived
か調
on
べたのを
land.
発端に
He started
興
living
味
on
を
land.
そそられて、一時期は珍しいデザインのマンホールをモチーフにしたグッズもやはり
Oh
数
my
百個ほど収集しま
gosh.
した。
アクセサリーといいマンホールといい、君は好きなものには随分熱心になる
He
んだ。
does, Riddle. He does.
一度気に入る
Apparently.
と深く傾倒してしまうたちのようです。と言っても僕の情熱はあまり長続きしない場合がほとんどです
Fizzle
が、
out
実
fairly
際
quickly.
今は興味の対象がマンホールから
And
山
now
へ
he's
移っていま
yep,
すし
yep,
ね。
yep. The
夢中に
mountain
なるのはいい
thing.
け
The
れど、
mountain thing. Oh
学
my
生
god.
の本分は勉強だ。それがおろそかにならないよう。
Riddle.
ほどほどに。
Of course,
で
you
は
only talk about stuff.
僕はハートの女王の絵を見に行くから、これで。
Riddle's going to
はい、また。リドルさんも言ってしまいましたし、僕はどの絵を見に行
I
きましょ
think
うか。
Oh yeah, the final painting that they look at is the painting of the... Yep, it's the painting of the of the character that's on their card. Sebastian! Autistic fish and his extreme fixation. I don't even know which Tweel I'll trust more, Jade or Floyd. I don't know. Do I press on this? Oh yeah. Eee. Wow. I really like Cater's Vignet for the for the platinum jacket too. Cater was interacting with Ruggy. I'll probably show it another time. Floyd doesn't deceive you much, it's on his face, and Jade controls it more. True. Jade is much more mysterious than Floyd. Like, if Floyd was angry, you can definitely tell. If Jade is angry, not as much actually. So Jade is probably scarier, but Floyd is like he loses control of his emotions a lot easier than Jade. So man, I don't even know anymore. Like
絵を描くことに
ようこそミスター S のミステリーショップへ。インストック。
I'll buy 6 of these just so we can see his dialogue with Riddle. Jay at the same time, you never know when he strikes, unlike Floyd. Yeah, so I think Jade is scarier. I think Jade is scarier and more dangerous. I feel like he is. I feel like Jade is the one that you would probably not to, like, if you were to avoid getting on one of the twins' bad sides, even if you don't want to get on either of their bad sides, right? But the twin that you definitely want to avoid getting on his bad side more is Jade, for sure.
海はスリルと隣り合わせ。楽しそうなこのカニもその後どうなったことか。
It makes sense why Jade has Sebastian for his picture. Like, their personalities are not too different, especially of how proper they are. I really like his illustration though. I like the groovy illustration.
Riku の魔法もなかなか面白いですね。ぜひ試してみたいです。
Alright, he can duel magic with Riddle now, but his power is still not that high because he's only level 40. But it's okay. Oh, I'm actually curious, how high is his power? No, not even filter. Power. There we go. $3,000. I mean, for a level 40 card, it's not that bad. Because okay, let's see what he can do. So now let's start with the overblot battles, just to show how they look like. So I think it's this, yeah. This should be the first battle, but it's not overblot. It's just the monster. So hopefully I don't kill it too quickly. Man, all these cards are so good. How am I supposed to? I don't know. I mean, I don't think it really matters, but one thing is we need to get I should change this to... Do I have anyone with a platinum jacket card? Because it would be cool if I have 5 on a team. No, I see like the second birthdays and the first ones, but no platinum jacket. No, that sucks. I think this enemy would die in one hit, not gonna lie, but just for the heck of it, I guess, it's fine. No, it should be someone. It shouldn't be. This is bringing back so many memories. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love this duo so much. I love Ace and Deuce so much, like as a duo. Ace as an individual not as much because he kind of can get on my nerves, but I really like Deuce. But as a pairing, they are very funny together. Deuce! That nickname. Yeah, the voice acting is very well done. I mean, it makes sense because they have some of the most talented voice actors ever. So, let's see if we can get Jade's dual magic. Nope, we cannot. And I think the boss will die here, so... That's alright. We always have another opportunity. By the way, you don't care if Ace's dream is in the EN server already. You just love his dream so much. I mean, this... Like... I mean, Ace is like... He's a character you definitely like more when you get to know him a bit better. Yeah, because the boss is way too easy for the very first chapter. Oh.
はいはい、よかったよかった。マジくったくたのボロボロ。早く帰ろうぜ。いっぱい魔法を使ったら腹が減ったんだぞ。ん？これなんだ？さっきの化け物の残骸か？
Oh, it's a bloodstone.
魔法石。いや、でもこんな石炭のように
Oh god, the bloodstone. It's just so heartwarming and refreshing to see. I was happy when he finally got his unique magic after 5 years. Ace, your tsundere king. He is a tsundere. I can tell he is. Because he will never admit if he likes someone.
おい、大丈夫か？
ああ、そんなもん拾い食いするから。まったりとしていて、それでいてコクがあり、香ばしさと甘さが舌の上で花開く。まるでお口の中が花畑だぞ。やっぱモンスターって俺たちとは見た目が違うの。
I love the voice acting so much.
というか、落ちている得体の知れないものを
This is why I am so sad in the Sum Sum events that they're not voiced all the way through. It's so sad because the voice acting for this game is so good.
Bimi, Bimi. 心配しなくても、俺様はお前たちと違ってそんなやわな腹はしてねえんだぞ。
ああ、後で腹下して泣いても知らねえか
Such
ら
a
な。
weird cat.
さあ、気を取り直して、この魔法石を学園長に届けに行こう。
Aww. Love that. Riddle. I don't know how much I cried when I first read Riddle's backstory. This is about to get emotional, maybe. I don't know. It may be emotional, it may not be. Who knows? The only backstory you didn't cry was maybe Azul just because you didn't. But you got sad either way. Oh, I haven't even. He hasn't. Oh my god. I mean, I know right now. I mean, right now he's overblotting, but like, we haven't even got to his backstory yet, and I'm already trying to not to sob. Riddle is by far one of the saddest ones. This may be where I cry on stream, chat. This may be when I cry. If I do, I'll turn on the toggle. I'll try not to though. I'm already getting like, oh my god, Riddle. Oh god. Oh my god. The overblot designs are so nice, but oh my god. On Riddle once, it was just sobbing. Yeah. Yeah. He has one of the saddest ones. He looks so fabulous, he does, but he's in so much pain at this point in the story. Honestly, this is why I'm kind of glad that Riddle is I'm kind of glad that Riddle is the first one, the first overblot, because if he was like later in the story, I think I would have cried more. Oh god, the game's lagging. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Let me try to fix it. I don't know. I think the Wi-Fi is not. Okay.
ああ、もう平たく言うと闇落ちバーサーカー状態ってこと。このまま魔力を放出し続ければリドル自身の命も危ない。
命？
とにかく生徒の命が最優先事項です。
The well-being of your students is your top priority. No, it's not, Crowley. When have you ever helped with anything? In every single overblot ever, Crowley didn't do anything. Oh my gosh.
何のつもりだ。お前ら何やってんの？
あいつ、あのままじゃ大変なことになっちまうんだぞ。
He was trying to act good here. He was talking and standing there while boys were fighting. Yeah.
僕が間違ってました。ごめんなさいって言わせてねえし。
Like. If there was a character that I don't like in this franchise, it's honestly Crowley, because it's like he never did anything to help his students, and it's like, oh my gosh, how many overblots do you need for you to finally care? Crowley is like so much more powerful than the students, and yet it takes students to take down these overblots rather than him. What the heck? Not to mention that he didn't even like answer the phone during the Scarabia thing, where like Jamil was mind controlling all of Scarabia. Like, what? Oh my gosh, Trey. Cater. The only event when he sent students into Maryland where they could die. Really? I didn't know about that. Oh my god. Are you serious, Kino? That's what happened during the Halloween event? To save other students that were dying. Really? Oh my god, Crowley. Crowley just gets worse and worse. Riddle. It's the one where Riddle is pretty graveyard keeper. Oh! Look at Riddle's overblot monster. The Queen of Hearts. It looks so cool. I love the overblots design so much. They did such a good job with every single overblot. Not that I want any of them to be overblotted, but yeah. Use Riddle to take himself out. This shouldn't be too hard. What hurts most is like when you're rereading these overblot battles, you understand what the pain that these overblotted characters are going through, and that is what is the most heartbreaking about this, because overblotting is like, it has the chance to kill the person who is being overblotted, because it's slowly draining out their life's energy as well. So it's like, not only are they in a lot of like mental pain, they're also in a lot of physical pain, and that's what makes these battles so much harder to revisit. Of course I have Jade's duel with Riddle, but I don't have Riddle's card. Just great. Sorry, Riddle.
もっと楽しめるか。残念です。
Oh, Riddle. Oh my god. Oh man. I have to dedicate one stream just to revisit all of their backstories. That would be cool. Because all their backstories are absolutely amazing. I love every single backstory in this. And we were processing them and stuff, and they had to restore something, you think, oh. Alright. Leona. Again, this shouldn't be too hard. I cried at every single Overblot story, but the one I cried the least was definitely Azul. I don't know why, but it's maybe because his default personality is not my favorite, but his backstory is very sad nonetheless.
それほどの力があってなぜこんなことをする
なぜ理由なんか聞いてどうする
Leona's backstory is very sad too.
慰めてくれるって実力があったって努力したってどうしようもねえことがこの世の中にはいくらでもあるんだよ
But it always makes me happy that once you are able to reform the person that overblotted, they end up being the people that save you in the next chapter. Like, once we reformed Riddle, Heartstable is the one helping us reforming Leona during the Savannah Claw books. Then, oh my gosh, that was Jack's signature spell. Azul is less relatable, maybe, but it's not that unrelatable though, his backstory. I love Riddle's signature move though. It's so overpowered, but it's so good. Oh, Randy. But back to what I was saying, like after you reformed Leona, for example, like after you reform Leona, Savannah Claw is the one that helps us take care of Azul. Then after we take care of Azul, Octavian helps us rescue us from Scarabia, and so on and so on and so on. So I really like how the previous dorm you helped comes back to help you when you're trying to deal with the next one. So. Oh my god. You feel so bad for Rocky, do almost die. Yeah!
僕も人のことを言えた義理ではないけどね。今の君は見るに謹慎部屋に入って少し頭を冷やすといい。お前らに何がわかる？兄貴みたいに俺に説教。
Leona, if anyone understands you, it's Riddle.
お主のような男。王冠よりその首輪が似合いじゃ。サバンナの王者のライオンが聞いて呆れるわ。お主は持って生まれた才や順序のせいで。Oh
my god, Lilia, really? Right now? Oh my god, Lilia. I mean, he's not wrong. Lilia's not wrong, but damn, that's savage. I forgot about all this dialogue. Yeah. But that kind of pushed his buttons to lead to the overblot, so... Oh my god. Yeah, that's so sad for Leona, that he'll never become king, like how he always wanted. Not to mention always being, not to mention that he's constantly getting compared to his brother. Here we go. Overblot. Oh no. Oh god. You're just thinking right now, it's basically Ichi dissing Kaito and Hiyori being near. Those are the three that share VAs, right? If I'm not wrong, it's those three that share VAs. I can hear it in their voices. Oh my god, that lion growl. That's awesome. It's basically Ichi dissing Kaito and Hiyori being I can hear it. I can hear it. I recognize the VAs from their voices because I don't often look up their names, unfortunately. Lilia is the most hearable. Yeah, he is. You can hear the familiarity. Oh, I love the overblot design so much, but I know he's in so much pain. Oh my god. I'll never stop thinking that these battles are so cool. Honestly, It's probably because Crowley cannot be bothered. It's not because Lilia is not quick. It's because Crowley just can't be bothered to come here. Riddle, you're so brave. Oh my god. King Trey wouldn't let him hear the end of it. Oh, that's funny. We got this. Ruggy. So many people got injured in this overblock fight. Leona's power is actually very scary if you think about it. Being able to turn everything into sand. His grippers are out. We have 2 caters. Wow. Oh my god. Watching the overblot are painful, but watching the sad backstory after the overblot is all the more painful. But damn, look at that overblot monster. It's so cool. And the animation is obviously different from Riddle's. And I like the detail on that. The lion sound effects are always such a nice detail to put in. Because he is a lion. Even till now. I mean, this isn't...
Okay.
This is not difficult. Yay!
Bye bye.
Oh, the later gator thing. Oh my god, I love that line. Yona. It's a good thing that we're not looking into the backstories today, because I would definitely be sobbing by now. But we will someday. The next time I play Twist on stream. Because I'll be streaming when there's like events I want to do and stuff, and it'll be fun. So let's see. Octavinel. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Alright, we have to battle Azul now. Also, I do have plans of doing a Twisted Wonderland tier list. I'll mention this again tomorrow when I stream Unstars and more people are here. But I'll be going on vacation next week, so next weekend won't have any streams from me. I will be pushing my usual, because I will stream twice every week. So next week, I'll be streaming on 2 weekdays instead of Saturday and Sunday. So just take note if you guys want to stay tuned for those, because next week I'll be on vacation on the weekend, so I would have to stream on the weekdays instead. So you guys will get like, you know, more streams from me in a row, but yeah, next weekend wouldn't have any streams. It'll just be 2 weekdays instead. You always imagine Azul as a gigantic sea monster, just he technically wasn't so big as you always imagine. I mean, his overblock monster is the same size as everyone else's. Look at that.
そこのお前の雷の魔法、その隣のやつの運動能力、全部僕に
Oh,
よ
that
こせ。
voice acting. That voice acting is so good.
アズール君、
The way he
みん
was
なから何を吸って
screaming,
ん
the
すか？
way he was desperately yelling to give it all to him.
あいつのユニーク魔法
Such good
契
voice
約書を
acting.
返さないと
The way he
他
sounded
人
so
から全て
desperate
の能力を吸い
and
取
like
っちゃう
clinging on to like everything that he had left.
魔法の効果を制御する役割を果たしてたんだ。
怖すぎじゃないっすか。
ああ、そんな近日クラスの魔法、
Oh
反動であ
yeah.
っという間にブロットの許容量を超えるぞ。
アズール、あなた何をしているんです？
うわ、なにこれ、どうなってんの？
なんだこの騒ぎ。
アズールが暴れてるのか。
あいつ寮生たちの力を無理やり吸い取ってるみてえだ。
Yanchi, we were just talking about you.
俺のせいかよ。お前らが契約書を砂にしろっつったんだろ。
シェイド、フロイド。ああ、やっと戻ってきてくれたんですね。そこのバカどものせいで僕の契約書が全てなくなってしまったんです。だからあなたたちの力も
Oh
僕に
my
くださ
god.
い。ねえ、僕にくださいよ。
お待ちなさい。
Yanchi, if you're gonna
あなたの
watch,
ユニーク魔法は
I
強
shall
力すぎるゆえに
intro you to the 4 characters that I think you will like
そんなことをすればどうなる
after I
After I
showcase this boss battle.
だってなくなっちゃったん
If
です
you're gonna
よ。
watch continue watching my stream. I'll intro you to the 4 characters you may like, in my opinion.
このままじゃ昔の僕に戻ってしまう。
あのさ、今のアズールって昔のアズールよりずっとダサい。
Oh, Floyd!
そうですか。どうせ僕は一人じゃ何もできないグーズでのろまなタコ野郎ですよ。だからもっとマシな僕になるために
Azu's
み
face
んなの力を奪って
always
やる
reminds
ん
me
です。
of Izumi's
美しい
face
歌声も
when the face he made in Golden Drop. Those
全
crazy
部
eyes.
僕のものだ。よこしなさい。すべてを。
Oh my god. Oh god, here we go.
なんだよあれ。アズールの体から黒いドロドロだ。
No, it's not. It's blood.
じゃねえよ。
Here we go. He's just cray cray. Yeah, that's what Azu is.
ブロットが蓄積許容量
Yeah.
を超えている。
He's using his
こ
signature
のま
spell
ま
too
では
much.
オーバーブロットしてしまう。
Cray cray. You said it once and you kept on using cray cray. That laugh. Oh my god. Ah, such good voice acting. Oh man. I like how symbolic this scene is. It's just showing how much the blood is overpowering their sense of judgment to the point where like they don't even care anymore. And they just wanted to achieve whatever was the one goal in their mind. Which is exactly what overblotting is. So look at his mer form. Oh my god. Damn.
哀れなちっぽけなく。
俺のかっこいいとこ拡散してね。
Look at his overblot monster. The only problem is where did he get the abs from? It's always the abs on the merfolk that is like cursed. Alright, let's see the dual magic from Jade with Riddle.
そうだね。
リドルさん、今が後期では？
珍しく意見があったね、ジェイド。
For once we agree on something, Jade. That's funny. I like that.
これはどう？
Again, this is the 3rd boss, so Azul shouldn't be so hard to defeat. I remember he was not that difficult to defeat. Those eyes! Oh, the the Tuyos care about Azul so much. Like, they don't normally show it, but they do. But look at Azul's overblock monster. He has the trident and everything. I mean, it's obviously meant to be Ursula, but again, such a very cool overblock monster. Very nice detail of it as well. $50-50 shot, so I'm not gonna take the risk. We did it! Oh, Azul. You're not dealing with an octopus anymore. I feel like as more time passes by, I actually do understand Azul's story more. So there was one time fairly recently, like maybe a couple months ago, I was revisiting all the overblocks again, and I did cry during Azul's story. So alright. We will do the Ignihide and Pomfiore overblock another time. I will, after Scarabia, I will introduce Yonchi to her potential favorites. Okay, we're fighting Jamil, so we cannot play around with this. Cause as much as, you know, Jamil's just the 4th boss, he's ironically harder than the 5th boss. So, oh man, okay. I need water and flora. I'll get villain here. And then I would need... Who do you do with Malleus? I have 1 Malleus card. But I don't think I have enough water. I should put Edie and Riddle. Hopefully this is good. Hopefully this is good enough. Okay. Alright. This is one of the saddest backstories. Jamil. But we already defeated, he already defeated us once. So yeah, we don't get to see Jamil transform for this one. He's already in his overblock form. The brainwashing is freaky. Oh, that's freaky. He just wants praising because he never got any as a kid. Poor Jamil. He's another one that I will cry every time when I read the backstory. I mean, I never know what to pick for this one, so. I love the snakes in his hair. That's such a cool detail to add. Kelly! So sweet, Kelly.
カリムのユニーク魔法でお前の魔法にも使い道があってよかったじゃないか。植木の水やりかお遊戯くらいにしか役に立たないくだらない魔法だと思っていたのに。
カリムさんの力を侮っていたようですね。
ジャミル、お前が俺をどう思ってたか。
This is the one and only time that it's not the dorm leader that overblooded. But that doesn't make it any less painful. Especially once you know the backstory.
そして俺から奪った領長の座
Kelly.
返してもらうぜ。
奪っただと。
Oh my god.
どの口が俺から
I already
何も
know
か
their
も奪ったのは
backstory. That's why I'm trying my best not to cry. Oh my god, their relationship is like, oh, it's so
この
like,
俺の
it's so
本
rocky.
当の力を
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's very scattered. It is. It's very sad. It is very sad. Look at that. I like how his overblood monster is part genie. Oh my god. Okay, I'm actually kind of nervous. I mean, I know my cards are very powerful now, but I'm actually always nervous whenever I'm fighting Jamil.
よかろう面白い
全てをそう怒るな
それ貴様引っ込んでろ
Oh no, dang it. Oh my god. Okay. I picked wrong apparently. Oh my god, that face. Jamil is like Mr. Jack of all trades, man. He can do anything and everything, so it doesn't surprise me he has so much power when he overblocks. I think it's because of the base of the overblot. I feel like Jamil's overblot monster looks the smallest, but it's not. Alright. Okay, I'll do this duel then. This will get him down.
そう
really far, I
怒
think.
るな
レオナ、足手まといはいらないわよ。
He was very young when he first started to wield magic. He is very powerful. He is!
おいビルついてこい
私に命令しないで、レオナ。
His signature spell did control the whole dorm. Yep. Yeah, not even double dual magic took him out yet. That's how powerful he is. That's how difficult this boss is actually. So.
よかろう
楽しそうだな
そう
贈り物を授ける
70 people? Around there,
バレンス
yeah.
に稽古をつけてやろ
お手並み拝見といこうか
うよくよく
I want Lilia's dorm card one day. I would love to have Lilia in that little sprite outfit. Who's it from? Oh, Jamil! When he said I was finally gonna be number one, oh, that hit me so hard because I know exactly what that means. God! I'm already tearing up. Oh my god. I need to stop. Oh my god. I can't. This is not even reading the story. This is just reading the dialogue after the overblot, and I'm already getting so emotional about it.
かなり意外だ
Oh boy. Alright, so Yeonchi. Yeonchi, are you there? Time to intro you to your boys. If you're there, of course.
井戸に願いをかける女性の絵をアズールが熱心に眺めていたよ。よからぬことを企んでいそうな表情で。
Let's intro you to the boys. How do I do that? Not this push.
絵を描くことに苦手意
Is
識
there
は
a
な
way
い
to
よ。
look at every character?
はじめ
Chats? No. I need their like profile.
伝承の登場人
Is
物
there a
を
way to
描い
look
た
at
作
their
品を見ると
profile?
身が引き締まる思いがするよ。
This is my profile.
さらなる高みを目指さないと。
Album? Yeah. Okay. The first character that I think you would like, Yonchi, is this one. His name is Cadlin. So basically he is, okay, the base things to know about him, to not spoil the story for you, is he's the dorm leader of Scarabia, which is based off the Aladdin, the villain from Aladdin. His personality is he is the most kind-hearted person in this game. He just wants everyone to be happy, and he is very generous. He has a lot of money because he comes from a very rich family, but he is willing to share it with people, and like he's willing to take care of anyone that is needed to be taken care of. But because he's like the next heir to the Asim family, his vice house warden, he's the house warden. The vice house warden, which is Jamil, is his servant. So yeah, but Kalim like has a very soft spot for Jamil, and he still does even after like the chapter 4, the book 4 overblock thing. And you can read his biography here. Can just read it. He likes partying. He always finds like opportunities to have fun. So like whenever like someone like new comes to the dorm or anything, he'll just throw a big party for them and welcome them with open arms. He's definitely the most like extroverted out of like everyone in this cast, I'm pretty sure. Because all he wants to do is just like wanting people to be happy. You can even see it right here. His pet peeve is eating alone, meaning he hates being alone. Because I know most of these guys are like, in one way or another, bad because, you know, they're villains and stuff, right? But Kalim is not. Kalim has no backbone in his body. The next one that I think you'll like is this guy. Very familiar name. Apple. You may not view Apple as a love interest, but I think you'll like him as a character. Because he is like, he's a guy who is very passionate about his hometown and where he comes from. And he speaks with a, I think it's a southern accent, right? Because he lives on a farm, very humble guy. But he also can be very rough. He's like a rough, like tomboy kind of personality. Because he comes from Pomfiore, this dorm is based off the evil queen from Snow White. So they have a very strict routine about beauty and about like the way they carry themselves forward. So at first he had a hard time fitting into the dorm, but even after like, you know, like improving in the way that he presented himself after he joined Pomfiore, he still takes pride in where he came from. So and he has like a very cute relationship with his grandma, which he calls his Mima, if I'm not wrong. He calls his grandmother Mima. And they live on like this snowy, it's like, I don't know if it's snowy all the time because the event it was snowing. But he came from like he lives on like this like farm on top of a mountain. He's basically not afraid to be himself. And also, because he speaks with that accent, he's often told that he shouldn't because, you know, the dorm he comes from forbids it, right? But the moment he can, he will revert back to his accent. So, yeah. That's why for Apple, I cannot imagine him staying like this Pomfiore type of lifestyle after he graduates. He'll confirm just go back to the farm and just live out his life there. The event was a New Year. Yeah, that's how I was like, is it normally snowing on that mountain? Or is it just because it's New Year that's why it was snowing? I was like, I don't even remember. I don't remember that event was so long ago. Okay, but that's Apple. I think you'll like him because not as a love interest, but I think you'll like him because it's like, I don't know, he's pretty cute. I think, and this is the one I'm betting on who's your favorite. This is Iria. He's a very popular character. He is the house warden of Ignihide. So basically, he's a gamer. Alright? He's a very big gamer, and he's a very, very, very big introvert. Okay? Every time he talks, he normally just whispers. That's how much he hates talking to people. Okay? He always gets very scared of things as well. Like, he's like, new person? Oh, and then he just runs away, you know? He is so antisocial to the point where, like, when they have house warden meetings, like each dorm leader comes to meet with a headmaster, Idia doesn't go. He just takes a tablet and, like, the tablet is like floating, this magic tablet, it floats with his, like, voice connected to it, so he can talk to them. So he doesn't actually leave his room for like house warden meetings and stuff. That's how introverted he is. And he's very gloomy. Yes, he's very gloomy. But he loves his little brother Ortho. You can see him when I go back a page. And you can tell their sibling bond is the most it's like one of the most wholesome things ever. Idia is like, you can see in this illustration here, he's not wearing the school uniform like the rest of them. It's because he doesn't want to. He's the only one that doesn't wear his school uniform in his default outfit. So, yeah. And Idia is like, he is so prone to like not create argument to the point where like, if like you would never have an argument with him because he would just agree to everything you say just to prevent talking to you, you know. It's like, yeah, Shroud siblings, you're gonna cry if I remember the story. Kino, don't remind me, please. I think I'm on the verge of crying already now that you mentioned that. No. Don't mention it. Do not mention the Shroud sibling story, please. Do not. But there's his little brother. The fourth person that I think you'll like is this one. Silver. Silver is basically what you call a knight in shining armor. I mean, normally when you see Silver, he's not smiling, but he's a very kind person, and he loves animals. I mean, he's based off, you know, Aurora from from Sleeping Beauty. So he's based off Princess Aurora. So Silver is like, he remains calm in a lot of situations, but I think what sets him apart is he's very protective of Malleus, the dorm leader, who is the next heir to the leader of Briar Valley, which is their homeland, and Silver dedicated his life to protect Malleus. And what is so adorable about Silver is that he is the adoptive son of Lilia, who is another character in this game that I told you about him before. And Silver calls Lilia father, and it's the cutest thing ever. It's basically like how I call Ichi father. It's like around the same premise. Like, you know, like because Lilia raised him when he found him, so ever since he was a baby. So yeah, he is a very like, Silver is like your all-rounder good boy, and he would not want nothing but the best for the people he cares about. And he I think one thing about Silver that you may like, I don't know, is that he sleeps a lot. Silver has this thing where, like, I've forgotten how many alarm clocks he has in his dorm, like 4, 5 maybe? And he still cannot wake up. And there was like one Tsum Tsum event where Silver was asking Lilia to play the electric guitar to get his Tsum Tsum to wake up. And yet, when Lilia was playing the guitar, the Tsum Tsum didn't wake up, and Silver fell asleep. Yeah, you help me recover from your sleep debt. I want to show you something. I have a card of Silver sleeping with his Tsum Tsum, and it's super cute. Look! Look at it! Look at it! So cute! Look at this! God. This is a 4-star, by the way. It's a SR. Look at how cute! Look at him! Look at him! Aww, so cute! So cute! He is so cute! Look at him, chat! Isn't he so cute? He's so pretty! There's bigness to this story, right? Oh, there is. No, look at the Tsum Tsum on his head. There's more like... I don't have like cards for everyone. This is Idia. I can only show you the cards I already own, but this is Idia. This is from the Masquerade event. I think it looks pretty cool. I like it. Then Apple. Apple, I have several cards. Groovy. This is Apple's dorm card. Then I have Apple's Masquerade card down here. So cute! Yeah, I love Masquerade. I have all 3 5-stars from the Masquerade event. I have Malleus, Idia, and Azul's down here. I have all 3 characters from the Masquerade event. I have every character from the Masquerade event. What am I talking about? And then the last person is Kalim. I unfortunately don't have any Kalim card raised, so I don't know how am I supposed to show it. I think I can if I just get into a battle really quick. Let's see. Just to show it off really quick. I won't go back into the battle. I have that's one. I don't know if I can click on it. There, here's Kalim! Of course, if you want to look at more cards of them, you know, Google is there to help you with that. But this is what I can show off right now. For the 4 characters that I think you will like. Because the rest of them, not that you won't like them, but I feel like you'll have a bit more issues with them than the 4 that I've given you.
絵を描くことに苦手意識はないよ。初めて抽象画の課題を出された時はいくらか苦戦を強いられた。
For the rest of you twisties who wonder like why didn't I didn't suggest other characters who overblotted besides Idia is because the rest of them is like they have like very because Idia's story is a bit more not say forgivable. Forgivable is not the word. It's more of like more in general, I guess. Because every other character I realize their overblot reasons is very specific. So in case Yonchi doesn't like the specific problem they have, it's mainly it may not be a good idea to like tell her, oh, check out this overblot character. Because the overblot characters have by far the most complicated personalities, I think. So overblotting. Oh, the overblots, I swear.
リリア先輩が真剣な顔で絵を眺めていた。
Unless I can look at the rest
彼
of
が
their
あんな表情を
profile.
するとは。
He's one. This is one of my two favorites. Riddle Rose Hearts. I like how much of a perfectionist he is. Like, you must always follow the rules. And how he used to, like, you know, have issues with his temper, but he chose to learn from it and stuff. And he is growing very well. Riddle has a card coming up from the Equestrian Club, because you can see his club is Equestrian, and he has a card coming up for that, and I really want it. Because his hair looks different in that card, and I love that card. It's in the JP server right now. Hedgehog tending, so cute. So cute. Ah, so cute. Here's Ace. He's often seen with Deuce, who is another character in this dorm. This guy is like the more troublemaker of the two. But once you get to know him, he's actually more of a sweet person than you first initially realize. He can be trouble though. See, Mischievous Street. See? He and Deuce are both Heartstable freshmen. They're often seen together. And they both often cause trouble together. Here's Deuce. He's more of the good boy of the two of them. Although he does have his moments where he's a bit of an airhead too. He's also someone that cannot control his emotions well. He gets angry very easily. But he's all around a good guy and trying to learn from his mistakes. Here's K-kun! Cater. I love Cater. He's like tied for 3rd place for me. So for him he's like the social media savvy one. He's always seen with his phone and taking pictures and uploading them on Magic Cam, which is their world version of Instagram. It'll like do hashtags and things and talk in a very social media type of hi Ame. He'll talk in a very like social media type of language. So yeah, and he will use like short forms and things like that. So that's Cater. I already introduced you to the 4, Yonchi, so I'm gonna skip the 4 as I go through the rest of them. So I'll be skipping, since you already know about, I just told you about Kalim, Silver, Apple, and Idia, so I'll be skipping them when I'm talking about the rest of them here. Because this is just introing you to these characters. Trey is like the father of Heartstable. He can cook, he can clean, he's so talented, he takes care of every mess in Heartstable, and he keeps Riddle under control. He is responsible. He is responsible, and he has initiative, and he makes sure that everyone is on schedule, and it's awesome. He is top tier husband material. If you're looking for a guy who can take care of you and take care of everything, and yeah, we love Trey. We all love Trey, don't we? He may not be my favorite, but we love Trey. Brushing teeth! Oh my god, the brushing teeth, I forgot about that. Chat, if you know about the brushing teeth thing, let me know. I forgot about the brushing teeth thing with Trey. Like the way like I don't know what like he does that creepy smile while holding the toothbrush, like brush your teeth. I cannot stop laughing when he does that. Like, go and have you brushed your teeth? It makes sense he's Vice House Warden. Yep. You have a soft spot for Riddle. Riddle's your favorite? He's tied for my favorite anime. We have the same taste. I have two favorites in Twist. Riddle is one of them. Because it depends on what mood I'm in, to be honest. That determines my favorite. But my favorite only shuffles between two characters. He was checking on the first list constantly in one story, and he was like, "Can we go? We brush our teeth for exactly 2.5 minutes." Oh my god. Here's Leona. From what I've seen, Leona seems to be the first crush for a lot of people. Because Leona is very hot. To me, he's okay. But House Warden of Savannah Claw, she's based off the Lion King. Leona is lazy. He's incredibly lazy. Like, he is so lazy to the point where he would leave all the responsibilities to Ruggy, who is the Vice House Warden in Savannah Claw, and he would just be like, go ahead and tell Ruggy. And then he just goes back to sleep. You know? Leona just basically doesn't care. See, look! Talon falling asleep in 3 seconds. He literally doesn't care. You know? But one thing about Leona is, this man, he respects women so much. He does. But his laziness really overshadows that. So, especially if you're a dude, you cannot trust Leona to do anything for you. Because he would not. He would just sleep through everything. Not to mention that he retained a couple of years. He should be graduated already. He's very cat-coded. But his backstory makes you sad. His backstory is... Every over-blotted backstory... No, everyone's backstory is pretty sad. Every character with a sad backstory has a very sad backstory. Riddle and Ruggy are your favorites. Idia and Lilia are your second favorites. Riddle and Lilia are my interchangeable favorites. Cater and Jade are my interchangeable second favorites. But normally, I would say they're third because since Riddle and Lilia are interchangeable, meaning only one of them is first and the other one is second at any given time, then Cater and Jade are tied for third. Here's Jack. Honestly, Yonchi, I feel like you would like Jack. The thing is though, he may be a bit too rough for you. He is a little bit tsundere. And he's a giant. 192, man. He is incredibly tall. But basically, Jack is like a guy who is like... He's very like self-ambitious. He likes to work out and push himself to his limits every time. And always does his best at everything he does. And he doesn't like to really buddy up with people, like you can see here. He doesn't like to buddy with others, so it's kind of hard to open up to him, honestly. But if you become friends with him, I can imagine he's not a bad guy for real. He has a very good head on his shoulders, and he knows what he wants. So he is giant, yes. See, he dislikes pointless bickering. He's literally the no-nonsense type of guy, for real. Hobbies growing cacti. That hobby is adorable. And to think he's a freshman is crazy. He's a first year. Yeah, he's taller than his own dorm leader. Yeah, he's taller than Leona. Leona's 185. Huh. Here's Ruggy, the Vice House Warden. I don't know if what you can describe Ruggy is like a kleptomaniac, because one of Ruggy's like things that he does is he has an impeccable talent of pickpocketing people. That's one thing you learn about Ruggy throughout the story, is that he's very good at swiping things from people without them noticing, or like making negotiations with people. Say pet peeves, losses. Because of Ruggy's backstory, he would always want to have like money and like resources to spare, So he always does multiple part-time jobs at the same time. And honestly, he's very pitiful for that. His backstory is so sad for that, but oh, whoops. Oh, I cannot really. The scrolling is a bit weird. Hold on, let me try to reload this. Yeah. See? He spends his time cleaning up Leona's messes, figuratively and literally. Yeah, he grew up very poor. So Vanko doesn't have a vice house warden, Ruggy just fills in for that. I just call Ruggy the vice house warden because he just acts so much like it, you know? But yeah, I get what you mean. There's no like official vice house warden for Ruggy, like the role vice house warden. But because every other dorm has a vice house warden, I was like, you know what? Ruggy fills that role. I'll just call him the vice house warden. The nerd emoji. They just feel, but Ruggy feels the role in so well that I cannot help myself. I feel like he deserves to be called vice house warden, you know? Next is Octavinel. This is Azul. He is the house warden of Octavinel, which is based off Ursula from The Little Mermaid. And he's the contract guy, basically. One thing that he does, he's very business savvy, if that makes sense, because Octavinel has this thing called Monster Lounge, which is like this hangout area. Reminds me of a bar, to be honest, but they are underage, so I don't know if they would be drinking there. But basically, it's like a hangout area, like a restaurant-y type of place, and it's owned by Azul. And basically, it's like Ibarra's twin in a different universe. Yeah, I think so. He reminds me a lot of Ibarra. And basically, like, he'll make contracts and things and negotiate with people. So it's like if someone wants something from him, because Azul has a lot of resources and different connections in the school and in public, people will like come to him for like a resource or something, and Azul will make them sign a contract with him. And in return, they have to fulfill their contract. If not, they'll breach it, and his signature magic will do the rest. So, yeah. You imagine they added Ruggy in the Vice House Warden group chat? Yeah, I think they would. Yeah. Belies in an extremely calculating personality. This dorm is nothing but sus, honestly. All three members of this dorm are sus. We'll look at the twins simultaneously. This is Jade. He's my favorite of the twins. He is tied for third with Cater. They're called the Fish Mafia for a reason. True. So basically, the twins are like they're based off the eels from The Little Mermaid that assist Ursula, right? But basically what they do is like pretty much just help Azul out in Monster Lounge and things like that. But they are both extremely scary because this is Floyd. This is the other twin. He is the more emotional of the twins, basically. If you make Floyd angry, he would show it. He will threaten you, and he'll say like, oh, because Floyd has this thing where like the way he takes out people is Floyd will hug them extremely tightly until you can literally hear their bodies crush underneath his arms. He's that strong, and then he just drops them like a fly, you know? That's how scary the twins can be, and that's how strong they are. And his personality is very wishy-washy. You can see like he has this thing called mood swings. And it's like this, and it's literally a thing with him where it's like one moment he can be very happy-go-lucky with you, and then the next moment, boom, he hates you, and then he's just chasing after you, wanting to squeeze you to death. Jade, on the other hand, he is not as bad, but he is scarier in a sense where, like, unlike Floyd, where you know when he wants to strike at you and you know that you got on his bad side, for Jade, you would never know, because he is so calm and so composed and so formal to the point where it's like, even if he smiles at you, you would think that you did something wrong, because he whenever you did something to get on his bad side, he would never say, because of the fact that he's more of a schemer, to be honest. He's as dangerous as his brother. He just doesn't show it as much, which makes him ironically more dangerous than his brother. The two scare me. You can handle Azul, but not them. I cannot handle any of the three of them. I love all three, but I cannot handle any of them. Kalim, we already looked at the sweetheart. Since I already told Yeonchi about him. This is mainly to introduce Yeonchi and whoever is in chat. But I already talked about Kalim a little bit just now. The sweetheart house warden of Scarabia. So generous, so kind, heart of gold, always looking for a bit of fun. Gotta love Kalim. Jamil, on the other hand, this dude is the jack of all trades, for real. He can cook, because being Kalim's servant, he's from the, because Jamil and Kalim's families have this thing where like people from Jamil's family have to serve people from Kalim's family, so it's like this like very like long-term generational thing. And because of that, Jamil has to learn a lot of like skills when he was young, so he literally has a lot of power and a lot of skill under his belt, even though he's only 17. He can cook, he can clean, he can sing, he can dance, he can do anything. Like you ask Jamil to do something, more likely than not he would be able to do it for you, and do it not only well but do it perfectly. That's how talented he is. And especially he's also very detail oriented, because I forgot. Okay, during the Tsum Tsum event with Jamil, when they were playing cards together, Jamil was playing cards with Kalim and Jamil's own Tsum Tsum. The Tsum Tsum started shifting his eyes at Jamil, like signaling to Jamil to throw the game so that Kalim would, you know, like keep winning and winning and winning and get tired, so that Kalim would leave them alone, because Jamil doesn't like to have Kalim around, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Kalim just gives Jamil so much shit to clean up. But basically it just took one shift in the Tsum Tsum's eyes, and then Jamil was like, if this creature thinks like how I think, because that's Jamil's Tsum Tsum, right? He's like, if this creature thinks how I think, then maybe we're on the same page. And then he just started smirking like he knows exactly what's going on, and I'm like, bro, how detail oriented and how observant is Jamil for him to know something of that slight shift? Like, all it took for the Tsum Tsum was a shift in its gaze, and Jamil knew exactly what it was thinking. I'm like, oh bro. And he's so talented to the point where like, because of Jamil's like background, he always must play second fiddle to Kalim. He can never win Kalim in anything, whether they play games, in school tests, or anything else. Jamil cannot win. So, because Jamil is naturally more talented than Kalim, because Kalim is more sheltered than Jamil in their upbringing, Jamil purposely throws games and get lower in tests. Like, Jamil can properly gauge like what score Kalim would get, and like gauge when Kalim would win the game, so that he would throw it, so that he throw it on purpose so that he would lose, so that he can keep up with that image. Which is like, bro is like playing some kind of like fourth dimensional chess here, because it's like, it's one thing to have the talent to like be the best at everything and like be the jack of all trades, but it takes even more like level of foresight to know when to throw a game, to know that your opponent would win. Like how do you even do that? And it's like Jamil didn't even like throw it very early, because it's like he still put in the effort to make sure that nobody knows that he's throwing the game. So it's like, I don't know, it hurts my brain just thinking about it. It's like he knows how to do things very well, and he knows how much of his talent he has to withhold just to make sure that if he's playing against Kalim, that Kalim would win. So it's like, bro, how much level of foresight do you even need for this kind of thing? Like and he's been doing it for years, so it's like, he's been doing it for so long as well. I mean, until his overblot, but yeah. But even after his overblot, I'm pretty sure, even though he's more transparent with Kalim, I'm pretty sure he's still trying to keep up with the family tradition between the two of them. Oh boy. Okay, next we have Pomfure. Do you guys have any feeling towards Pomfure? So Vil is the leader in Pomfure, House Warden. He is what you call a queen. I mean, he's based off the evil queen from Snow White, but he's literally a queen. He keeps up with his appearance all the time. He follows a very strict schedule for himself and a very strict diet as well. And he always does his best to make sure that his body is in tip-top shape, because he does modeling and filming. So he always has to keep up with appearances and things like that. He does get undeniably very jealous in his backstory. I won't touch on it too much, just not to spoil it, but Vil does have a lot of bottled up emotions, if you ask me. And getting jealous is something that he's very vulnerable to, which is exactly what happened in his backstory. Not his backstory, his overblot story. But one thing that's undeniable is that he would do anything to make sure that he is, in his eyes, fairest of them all. Which is, you know, the most beautiful person. So, pet peeves, cutting corners. Oh my gosh. I really like Vil. The problem is he's a little bit too strict and a bit stuck up for my liking, but I already talked about Apple, this cute farmer, southern boy who takes pride in his hometown. Rook is someone who is just bathed in mystery. Like, I don't know much about Rook. The only thing I know is that he talks like a Frenchman. Like, he uses a lot of like French like phrasing, and he loves to like make people feel like they're beautiful, so he'll constantly praise like his dorm members and leader with how beautiful they are. And he low-key is a little bit sus as well, because he kind of low-key like stalks people too. So like if he sees someone that he finds very pretty, he will just like follow them. Yeah, he's very hard. I mean, this description is very good. He can be a bit hard to read though. That's an understatement. He is hard to read, plain and simple. We already talked about Ilya, so don't really need to go into that again. But Ortho is a similar. Ortho is a robot that Ilya created, and he is Ilya's little brother. And basically, he is like he also cares about Ilya more than like anyone else on this planet, I'm pretty sure. And they hold each other and they love each other so much that it's so sweet, but it's very sad when you come to know about their backstory and everything. And one thing that I love that happened was like prior to, it's like after the story about Ignihide, Ortho is able to like feel like feel more real and feel more self-assured afterwards. So that's one thing I love about the Ignihide chapter, is like they gave Ortho more development. Diasomnia. The dorm that I would most likely want to stay at. Is it my favorite dorm? I don't know, but here's Malleus. He is the house warden of Diasomnia. Oh my gosh, he's 200 cm tall. Malleus is 200 cm tall. That's crazy. He is like the top 5 most powerful mages in their world. He is also the heir to the Briar Valley throne, which is where these guys reside in. Which is, you know, Briar Valley is like, you know, based on the thorn forest in Sleeping Beauty. And he is so highly respected that a lot of people fear him because he is very, very overpowered. So he kind of does get very lonely. And one thing I love about Malleus is that he's never ill-intentioned, yet people are so scared of him that whenever they have gatherings and things like that, or like they have like different social events and things like that, due to like fear, Malleus normally doesn't get invited to those events. And honestly, I feel so bad for Malleus because of it, because like if it's one thing he loves to do is socializing with people and like getting to know people outside of his own little bubble, which is Lilia, Silver, and Sebek. But because people are so scared of him, he literally, like, you know, like, it's not that people didn't want to invite him, it's just that they didn't think that they have enough authority to invite him, if that makes sense. So yeah, he appears very scary, but he's very cute. I feel like Malleus is very cute. I think Malleus is cute. I think he's cute. We already talked about Silver. And yeah, I really like Silver. He's someone that... He's like... If you want a knight in shining armor as a love interest, Silver is the perfect choice. Sebek, on the other hand, I feel like... Okay, he is the first year in Diasomnia, but I don't really like Sebek that much because Sebek is basically very what you call a Malleus simp. Malleus's simp. He follows Malleus around 24/7, and like, okay, I understand he and Silver are supposed to be Malleus's bodyguards and make sure he's safe because, you know, Malleus holds a very important role once he graduates and stuff. But Sebek holds Malleus to too much of a high regard, and he is like, he feels like he's someone that is like deserving to stand by Malleus's side, and to the point where it's like even Malleus is like confused why this is happening, and sometimes Malleus just completely ignores him because he's just so like incredibly impulsive, and he shouts a lot as well. Like most of the things he says is like quite condescending. See? He views his fellow countryman Silver as a rival. Just because Silver is also tasked to protect Malleus. Like what? You know? So I don't really like Sebek that much, if I'm being honest. His personality is just a bit too over the top for me, and sometimes his yelling does scare me. Like, his yelling, it can be really loud sometimes. So, yeah. Sometimes, there was one event where Sebek was yelling so loud that Lilia, which is his character, Lilia was on the other side of Diasomnia, like the dorm, and Sabe was shouting so loud that Lilia could hear it and ran to see like what happened. And it turns out it wasn't even a problem to begin with, so I don't know. But here's Lilia. He is I don't even want to say he's my second favorite. He's just tied for favorite, I guess. And I really like him a lot because he is like, I mean, he is basically the father to the other three members in Diasomnia, because he basically took them in and trained them and raised them. So I'm like, you know what? He's only officially a father to Silver because he officially adopted Silver. But the other two, he trained them. He raised them as well, but he also trained them. So he's technically a dad to all three. And the reason why I like Lilia so much is because he is someone who is not afraid to have fun. Like, he definitely will seek out new and exciting things to do, and he loves traveling. See? Hobbies traveling alone. But he is also like someone who is not ill-willed in any way. So it's like, if any one of the three of them have any issues or problems, they can always talk to Lilia about it, because he has much more experience and much more wisdom than them. I don't want to like spoil how old he is, but yeah, he is old. And one thing that probably makes me like Lilia so much is like, he isn't afraid of just like enjoying his life while he can, because it's like he's lived for so long that he's fine. And most of the time throughout his life, he is busy being a general and like training people and stuff to protect Briar Valley. But now, not only like did he change his appearance to make himself look cute because he prefers that youthful appearance, but also he literally just spends his time just like doing what he wants now. And he's even like, he's like often seen playing online games with Idia under a different alias, which is under like an online alias, which is funny. So you can't help but love Lilia for that. Also, one thing he loves to do is, one of the things that he loves to do is not necessarily pranks, but he just likes to like, because he can hang upside down, he normally hangs upside down like a bat when greeting someone or like trying to surprise someone, but not to the point where like it will scare them away, you know? So he's the type of guy who like will surprise you, but it's not to the point of like malicious surprise, you know? Like, he would make sure that you enjoy it, which is what I like about Lilia. Not to mention his design is awesome, and I like the way he wears his uniform. It's very different from most people. So, oh, Grim. This is basically the cat, our pet cat. He eats garbage, he eats anything and everything, and I don't know, he's just annoying, I guess. He's a troublemaker. Not to mention he's like very like arrogant as well. I don't know, he's just this weird cat. I don't know. I mean, his role in this game is, I guess, similar to Paimon in Genshin, but he at least helps in the battles. You know, he fights by our side in battles. But canned tuna. Least favorite food, nothing. He eats anything and everything. He's a weird cat. He is a weird cat. Oh my god. See? He will eat anything and everything, and his tendency to get carried away often gets him and the main character into trouble. So, yeah. These are other characters. I mean, I cannot click on them. Yeah, I need to own a card of them to see their profile, but yeah, this is the school faculty. This is other characters. though. But those are like your main characters. These are the characters you actually play with in the main story, so. Him.
伝承の登場人物を描いた作品を見ると身が引き締まる思いがするよ。僕もさらな
Ah, the fact that I had to roll 80 times for him is crazy. Let's see. I wonder if there's a way for me to show off this. No, I cannot. I cannot click on the cards to zoom in on them. Never mind. But yeah, that's your introduction to the Twisted Wonderland characters. Any thoughts, Yeonchi? What do you think?
Sa
学生の本分に努めよう。
口答えはなし。先生とは気が合いそうだ。若様に近づきたい。
インクの色を間違えた。
ペン先が潰れ。
常識だろ。
夢物語ですね。
教科書なんていらねえな。まったく。
You think you're interested.
うん、有意義な時間だった。
授業を始めよう。朝から元気ですね。
トレイン先生は信頼できる。
王様ね。
朝から元気ですね。
Chat, I successfully baited her.
トレイン先生は信
She's
頼できる。
interested in Twisted Wonderland.
居眠りをしていた生徒は。
Oh god. It was a
有意
success.
義な時間だった。
Just to tell you, the game is not small in the slightest, by the way. You'll probably need a lot of memory for this game.
なるほど。
Like, memory on your device, is what I mean.
少し面白くなってきた。僕の生まれる前の話だ。
抜き打ちです。
まったく。知識は僕の血となり肉となる。次も励口答えはなし。
お邪魔しますよ。
これは。
クローリー、何しに。
回答は大きく。
学園長は何歳だ。
今日はここ。
歴史は流れで覚える。
Yeah, they tried to waste for a long time just because of storage issue. Wasn't able to invest yourself into it. You'll find the time.
知ってることばっかで退屈な授業だ。
I mean, I can tell you, farming in Twist is very repetitive, and it can get boring. So, I have to let you know. What I'm doing right now is farming in Twist. You don't actually have to do anything. You just have to let them take their lessons and race the cards, that's all. And do battles with them. That's why the main thing about Twist, right, is the main story and the event stories. And like, yeah, basically it's just the stories that keep this game afloat, honestly. Because the farming is very repetitive. And it's not like OnStars, where it's like, OnStars has many songs to choose from. In Twist, it's like, the style of battle is the same over and over and over again. The stories are very good. There is a total of 7 books with 7 bosses. And the 7 bosses are like the characters that I just showed you. 7 of the characters I just showed you. You can look it up. Who ended up, basically the people who become like the villains are what we call overblood. They become overblooded, which is basically like they let a lot of pressure and a lot of like emotional judgment get the better of them, which makes them cloud their own judgment and they cannot think straight, and then they just start overblooding and go on a rampage. That's what overblood is. And it's like this life-threatening energy. So it's like when people overblood, the because when they overblot, they get an overblot monster that is behind them, which is slowly draining out their life forces. That's what overblot is. So it's like, so I can tell you, you can see here, not minus the prologue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Each of these, okay, 7 I haven't done the boss fight yet because I'm not there yet. I'm stuck because I cannot defeat some chapters in book 7. But in these 6 books here, where we get to see each overblot and each backstory of the character that overblotted, the backstories, I tell you, are so sad. To the point where all 6 of the backstories, because once you defeat the overblot monster and free the guy that got overblotted, you get to hear about their backstory. Out of the 6 books with the 6 overblots and the 6 sad backstories, I cried in every single one. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. I cried during every single overblot. That's how good the story is. All the overblots backstories are so different, yet they're all so incredibly sad. Because it's so relatable. It hits really close to home, especially if one of them is catered to like something that you can relate to, you know. So I think, yeah, this game definitely has very good storytelling in it. It's almost 1 AM. I can't believe I can stream for this long. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Anyway. Alright chat, I think that'll be it for this stream. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first Twisted Wonderland stream. I don't know how often I'll stream Twisted Wonderland. I will probably stream it like whenever there's an event that I want to play. But apart from that, I probably wouldn't, because you can tell how repetitive it can be. Because this is the first stream, so it allows me to like intro you all to my account and stuff, so it's a little bit less boring. But if there's nothing to do, like if there's no event, there's nothing to stream. So yeah, I'll probably be streaming Twisted Wonderland more for its tier list that I can do. Because Twisted Wonderland doesn't have as many characters, so it's very easy to get through them in tier lists very easily, and different types of tier lists. But apart from that, I'll probably not stream the game itself too much, unless there's a cute event that I can do, or like an event that seems very interesting, or if I'm doing gacha pools or something. Yeah. But anyway, I think that's it for today's stream. It's currently 1 AM and I'm super tired. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream anyway. Thank you all for dropping by. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. And Unstarries, I'll see you all tomorrow for my weekly Unstar stream on Sundays. Bye guys, good night. Sleep well. Bye.